How's the internet doing? I left and I made a latte. I was making a latte while I was waiting for you guys to see. Well, actually, no, it might be a macchiato, right? It died for a bit there. So is the internet bad? Are we gonna be able to stream? That's what I'm asking now. Are we gonna be able to stream? I haven't made a going live tweet. I usually always do. I need to do that. Wait, taste test. We gotta taste test my latte. It's a pumpkin latte. I have no idea how long the pumpkin sauce is supposed to last for. It's been like a week since I made it. Let's see. Taste test, guys. What did it say? The 15th? Okay, so the milk should still be good. Let's see. Wow. Whoa. That's strong. Tastes kind of like chocolate for some reason. Tastes like a mocha, like chocolate coffee. I don't know why, because there's no chocolate in it. It's just pumpkin and coffee and milk. It's on and off, but it could be okay for a while. What the heck? I mean, I don't even think it's my internet, though. I keep saying internet, but it's not. Because my internet's been fine all day, and it works fine if I do a speed test. Everything's A-okay. But then when I start to stream, it's like, ah! I hope Keiichi is still struggling. When is Keiichi not struggling? Keiichi struggles with everything. Keiichi's struggling with so much. He struggles with murder, with manipulation, with his sexuality. Like, he's got a lot going on. Are you doing something every Higurashi, like munching on your Ethernet cable? Why would me munching on my Ethernet cable do that? Would that be a problem? It's just pumpkin, coffee, and milk. This drink contains 0 pumpkin by weight. No, I made it! I know it's literally made of pumpkin. I'm serious. I literally made it with pumpkin. It's a pumpkin latte I made with pumpkin. So I know there's pumpkin in it. Yeah. This ain't your Starbucks fare. This is homemade. It's made with pumpkin syrup that I made, which honestly is mostly condensed milk, but it has pumpkin in it. It's chunky a little bit. A lot of work for him. What a hard-working guy. Yeah, he's in overtime. Uh-oh, says internet's gone, or not internet, but connection. Says connection has gone red. Are we here? Are we here? Is everyone here? You must be strong to squeeze the juice out of a pumpkin. Well, you use pumpkin puree, so it is kind of thick. It's kind of chunky. Can we get a pumpkin counter? What? It would just be 1, though. We're here. It seems fine. Oh, there seems to be quite a delay. Alright, when I say 1, you say 2. 1. Two. Okay, that's a little bit of a delay, yeah. That's quite a bit of a delay. Maybe put your streams on 2 times speed and see if it catches you up. Ooh. Try it. Try it again. I just used 2 times speed up. Okay, everyone use 2 times speed up. Alright, when I say 7, you say 6. 7. 6. Okay, that's better. That's better. See? See, look what we can do with a little 2 times speed. Isn't that so much better? Yeah. Yippee yippee! Yahoo! So today, guys, is the debuff stream of the week. We're playing Higurashi. Not as bad as Starfield delay. Oh god, Starfield, it was dying. I think... I don't know why Starfield is like that. Everyone's saying, like, SSD, 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 right? But obviously, yes, it shouldn't be... I need to have it on the SSD. It shouldn't be on my hard drive. But also, it works fine. It's just OBS that lags. The game runs smooth as butter when I'm playing it. SSD is nuts? Yeah, precisely. It moves, it works fine when I'm playing it. It's just on the screen, for you guys, it looks super laggy. But on mine, there's no lag at all. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because, maybe Starfield forces itself to priority? Like priority function, and then OBS is not priority, so it runs jaggy or something? The hard drive is just sweet on you. No. I don't know if I like this coffee. Oh, thank you, Gothmog. Thank you very much. Thank you. It's whole milk frothed, so it's frothy whole milk. Whole milk frothed with caramel sauce and pumpkin sauce and 2 shots of espresso. which sounds like it sounds like it'd be super sweet, but it's not super sweet. There's really not that much milk or syrup in it. I usually go very heavy on the coffee in these. So it's like a very short, tiny little latte. Well, I guess it's a macchiato technically, because latte you put the coffee in first, right? Got a little piece of pumpkin. Ugh. One of these hairs of mine is begging to be eaten, but I wish not to eat the hair. Well, then don't do it. Don't eat that hair. Needs cinnamon. It does. The pumpkin sauce has pumpkin spice, which is like nutmeg, allspice, cinnamon, all that stuff. There's a difference? Yeah, macchiato I think is milk first, then coffee. And then latte is coffee first and then milk. Okay, so I guess this is actually a latte. It is a latte then. Ahoy! Ahoy. Ahoy. I wonder if OBS is caching to the HDD at the same time Starfield is thrashing it. Perhaps. Who knows? Who knows? I know the differences in coffee drinks for the most part. Yeah, that's like a woman trait. Or if you were a barista, I suppose. Is there a taste difference? Why are they called different things if they're the same composition? There is a taste difference because something with the chemical thing with the milk, like the milk get hot or the coffee get hot or the coffee get cold and the milk get cold, like, you know, it's like that. However, I will say that, there is a taste difference if you get it from Starbucks. If you go to Starbucks for any reason, and you want to get a sweet coffee, get it macchiato. Don't get it latte. If you get it latte, the coffee sits in a paper cup that it burns. So you get a bit of a burnt paper flavor if you get a latte there. Get it macchiato, because they don't leave the shot sitting inside the cup then. It goes straight into the milk. Yeah. Yeah. Coffee's confusing. It is. It's a very complicated. Yeah. Oh, give me 1 second. There's actually something. 1 second. There's something I was waiting for today, and I need to take care of it now. I don't have a choice. I'll be right back. Give me 1 moment. 1 moment, okay? Hold up. We'll be right back. After these messages. Be right back. Oh, I'm back. I'm sorry. Oh, thank you, Lizard Wizard. Thank you. Thank you. Hello. Sorry for the delay. I just got a file that I really needed to send over as soon as possible. So, like, it couldn't wait till after stream. I had to be like, shoo. Sorry. So I had to wait to upload some stuff. Hello. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness grasses. Oh my goodness, what's another G word? Oh my goodness grapus. Yeah. I'm back! Tadaima. Thank you. Was it a cute anime person, PNG? It was not a PNG. But it did involve cute anime people, I can say that much. You'll see it eventually. I hope. Ooh. Okay. Oh boy, I love cute anime people. Yippee! She got gifts for days, even better than a gift. Even better than a gift. Yeah. Okay. Alright, now that I got that out of the way. Yeah, okay. My brain is all twisted up. I'm drinking my coffee. What else were we talking about? I had to abruptly change things really quick. Got anything to help polish our quills? They're not quills. They're spikies. It's like an insect's spiky parts. Insects don't really have quills. Plot twist, it's a .svg. Yeah, you caught me. Had to move around the V-Dere ISO files. Proboscis. That's not a proboscis. That's a tongue. You guys don't have my chitin. Yeah, it's your chitin, which I ate not too long ago. I ate chitin. I would still be okay. Okay, I'm fine eating chitin on like crabs and stuff, but not insects. Like okay. Technically, when you get those whole dried crabs, with seasoning, I guess it is the same as eating the whole dried grasshoppers. Like, they're both made of chitin and stuff, right? But I'm more okay eating the crabs than eating the grasshoppers. I don't know. Crabs just seem more tasty. Mushrooms are also chitin, are they? I love mushrooms. I want mushroom and crab now. Oh my gosh. Presents V-Dere. 0 day greets to your friends. I'm pretty sure chitin is inedible. Says you. You can eat the whole crab. You can eat the whole baby crab. You can. Oh my god, do I have to show it to you? They're actually good. Whole dried crabs. Where can I find them? You get the little baggie of them. It is like this. They have some that are like more whole though. These ones are like, okay, I guess this is close enough. This is not my hand. This is someone posting from they're going to Disney World, I guess, and buying these. But it's like this. They're good. They are good. Not my thumb. I would never paint my nails green. I'd paint them like tangerine or pink. And I don't paint my nails. So yeah, get wrecked. Yeah, it's like this. They're good. They're actually good. I'd like to argue an important distinction for eatable and edible. I don't think eatable is a word. I think that's made up. That would be epic, but also greatly unsettling. What do you mean? What if Moses' model gets leaked by a Wears group with an animated intro and Sid music? Disney food blog. Do not steal. I stole it from @DisneyFood, or copyright Disney food blog. Don't come for me. Don't do it. I just wanted the show. Looks like crawfish. No. They look like crabs. That's a crab. Crawfish are long. They look like big shrimp. I love crawfish. But I didn't understand you weren't supposed to eat the whole crawfish the first time I had them. So the first time I had crawfish, you're supposed to eat the tail and then suck the juice from the body. I ate the entire crawfish. I stuck the entire thing in my mouth and ate it. I was like, and it was not good. Apparently, you eat poopy when you do that. You're not supposed to eat the head because it's filled with the poopy. And I ate the whole thing. And it tasted like dirt. That's my Oshi. I mean, the Old Bay seasoning was good. I gotta get a crab boil. They don't really sell them around here, though. Don't talk back to Crawdaddy, kitten. No one calls themselves Crawdaddy, alright? No one calls themselves Crawdaddy. Don't be weird. I meant like crawfish size, but yeah, people do eat whole thing, though, sometimes. They eat the entire crawfish with the poopy? They eat the poopy? I mean, I've eaten the shrimp head, and that's pretty good, but crawfish is different. Crawfish eat, like... I mean, I guess they both eat poopy, but... Like... shrimp have seafood poop, I guess. So they just taste like shrimp. Crawdaddy with his Bayou kitten. That sounds like wishful thinking. I will not be your Bayou kitten. I will not be your Bayou kitten! Polished shiny exoskeleton kitten. No! No. I refuse. One could eat metal, but it probably wouldn't be very good for you. But you could eat a sandwich and have nutrients you can actually use. Hence a difference. Well, I don't think eatable... Like, I don't know if that's... I don't think eatable is a word, still. If there is a crawdaddy, is there a craw kitten? I don't know, Butter King. I just don't know. Please get your iron some other way. Actually, we do consume some metals with food, yeah. I love me my iron. Eatable is a word, it just doesn't mean what it should. My one buddy would eat the whole thing and would say it's just a big shrimp. A crawfish? He's eating poopy. And they never give you whole... Sorry, my accent's coming out. They never give you... They never give you an entire shrimp. It's always just the tails. They'll give them to you with the shell still on, though. They will give them to you with the shell still on, though. Let it out. I refuse. I can't go full Southern. I can't. I cannot. I gotta hold it back. Yeah. If only we could skip the hard part and just consume rock. Yeah. Why can't I eat iron? Why can't I have that? Whenever we go out, my stepdad, he always likes to get he always gets the unshelled shrimps. Go full Southern, Mother, it's cute. I refuse. There's not that many Southern VTubers, I don't think. Or at least, okay, there's a couple actually, but a lot of them don't have accents. I guess you wouldn't count me in there, for the most part. Until I slip. Thank you, White Trauma. Mentioned the Bayou once and out comes the Zydeco. Thank you, White Trauma. Thank you. Reject monkey, return the rock. The Southern twang comes out every so often. It's cute. No! I must convince everyone that I am a Yank. They cannot know my origin. I love the word twang. It's the sound a banjo makes. VTubers with novel accent is marketable. Is it? I guess I could... If I wanted to Flanderize myself and turn myself into a stereotype, and then I would start talking... Oh, and then I could start talking with a Southern accent all the time. That's not even accurate. Okay, See, when I get myself to stop, I can't do it anymore. I get into streamer mode. I know of one that tried to hide her accent, but doesn't anymore. It's rad. Ooh, what is their accent? Imagine! What if one day Elia just started speaking with an American accent? What would you do? That would be insane. A fine Southern lady. Okay, give me a word that's hard for Southern people to pronounce. Give me a hard Southern word. Give me a word that Southern people can't say that everyone else can. I can't imagine. It'd be surreal. I'd tell the king. She's actually tried that. It didn't work. Yeah, she just speaks in her... Bowl of oil. Bowl of oil. Deer dear. Fixin' too. Sweet tea. Sugar. Bowl of oil. Bowl of oil. Dear. Sweet tea. Fixin' too. See, I can be normal. I love chat. That's not a southern thing. Say it fast, I refuse. That's... John Deere sucks. No, well, maybe. Doesn't he have a monopoly or something? Start talking really fast and you'll be unable to stop the accent. But I usually talk fast. I'm a little bit of a motor mouth. How fast do I have to talk I messed it up. How fast do I have to talk in order to bring out the accent? We have strawberries and steak roasting for supper. I think that sounds fine. Strawberries and steak roasting sounds good, but steak roasting is very odd. I've never heard of anyone have steak roasting. It's grilling steaks. Or grilling steaks. I want to hear her Chinese more. My Chinese more? What are you talking about? My Chinese? You gotta jailbreak your tractor. Suffering succotash. Yeah, anti-right to repair. Ni hao zu. John Deere, anti-repair stuff. Expensive. Wasted crops from forced waiting time. Yeah. Xi for super chat. Xi. Jailbreak your tractor. Play Doom on it. Really got that Japanese accent. Japanese accent? What are you talking about? What? 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 That girl Sunny is gonna put her heels on the win. I guarantee. No, it's obviously Thai. Yeah, you got me. My Japanese accent. Ugh, that was bitter. Ugh. Oh my god. Dear. There. Mare. I can say, I can speak. I can say real words. Are they? What is this discussion? I don't think my accent isn't that fun. Most people couldn't tell. In isolation and very slowly. Alright? We can stop beating around the bush. We all know she's from space. It's so true. I'm intergalactic. I'm out of this world. You got that right. I don't think Mozumi Pizzi. I don't think people can really tell that I have an accent. It comes out very rarely. I'm good at streamer voice, I think. I talk like I have a very... Something I notice about my voice is I'm yelling all the time. All the time. Every word I say, I yell. I don't understand why I do that. Sun humans are rare in these parts. What's sun human? Share if you don't think. Yeah, share if... It's not obvious. It's not. I think the way I speak is more weird than an accent. Therefore, the weirdness of my normal voice makes it more difficult. Than, or more difficult to take out an accent otherwise. See, the Bonbon has a thick accent. How do you hide it? We're different kinds of Southern. Yeah. We have, around here. Oh, that was a drawstring from my pants. Around here, hold on. Sorry, I'm breaking a hair knot. Gross. Get out of here. I ripped it off. I win. What was I saying? Were you eating it? No, I was ripping it off with my hands. Yeah. Yeah, we're different kinds of Southern. Where I live, we have a knack for tricking Yankees. So if you make the Yankee feel at home, and not like they instantly recognize a Southern, right? Then they'll enjoy it better. I suppose. Yeah. There's two types of people down here. People that really enunciate their... Like, where I live, at least. You either have people that really enunciate their accent here and really push it because they think it's marketable, or you have people that mask it and try to seem, like, not Southern because it's more marketable. Like, some of them think... If they're in, like... A lot of them, if they're in, like, an industry where they want people to think they're smart... They're... Am I saying it right? If they want people to think they're smart, they don't, they, like, hide their accent, you know? They're like, oh, no one's gonna take me seriously if I come in with my twang. Yeah. Live in the South myself can confirm people do that. Yeah. I mean, the funniest thing is... when I was in school, everyone thought I was Yank, or, like, I wasn't from the area, even though I'd lived here my whole life. So, we would have people that were, like, that were from an even more northern part than I, but still southern. And then they would move down here, and they would tell me, about how, like, what it's like to be southern. And I'd be like, yeah? Mm-hmm. Oh, right. Like, they're sitting there, talking like this to me the whole time. You know what? I'll tell you, down here in the South, we do things a little differently. I'm like, yeah, you do, don't you? No way! Is that Zoomer Super Identity? Zoomer Super Identity. If you call a Southerner a Southerner, he recoils. Depends. I used to be I used to not want to be seen as Southern when I was younger, because I thought it was more embarrassing. I don't care so much anymore, though. I don't know, I feel like Southern has gotten a resurgence. I feel like for a long time, people really hated Southern people. Like, they really thought they were really cringe. Think about all the times you hear people say, like, oh, I like all music, except country, blah! Except country, blah! Yeah, or they'll be like, I like all accents, except Southern, blah! You know, that's how it was like for a long time, I think. It's not till recently that it seems to have gotten back in style for some reason. It became a novelty once more. So I guess I don't need to be as, literally true along with folk. Yeah. It's probably the most respectable region nowadays. I definitely think it's one of the best places to live in America. I think so. It's very cheap to live here. It's very cheap. I like that. And I like that it's pretty temperate. I'm a loud and proud Southerner. Rah! They don't really say rah. Well, hoorah! No, they go yeehaw. Just kidding. They don't go yeehaw. Well, at least the ones I know. Southerners don't really go yeehaw. They just kind of do like a Southern howl, like a cackle, like yay! They literally do that. I'm not even joking. They're more like, they do that. I'm serious. They do. They don't go yeehaw. They'll like make like a noise. They'll make like some weird noise. I don't know how to describe it. Holy, yeah. Yeah, boy. Like you know, that kind of stuff. Like, I don't know how to describe. Yeah. Do they howl at night? I don't know. Southern mating call. They actually do a war cry. Well, no, it's usually if they get excited. Like, say they're on, like, four-wheelers. See, I said it right. Four-wheelers, or, what's another one? Or, like, shooting skeet, or, I'm trying to think of more examples. Dirt biking. I don't really see Southern people dirt bike. Usually if I see people dirt biking around here, they're Yankees. They're like people that came down. Suey! Yeah, Suey is one. I don't hear Suey as much. Suey's a little archaic. Muddin is what they call it here. Muddin! They love their four-wheelers. I'm saying four-wheeler, right? Four-wheeler is a hard word for Southern people. They go like whore-wheeler. Whore-wheeler. Or how do they say it? How do they say it? My mom can't say it. Even though she's not Southern. My mom's not Southern. She's just a huge skinwalker. My mom isn't Southern, but she moved down here and then instantly, like, quote-unquote, got the thickest Southern accent ever. But it's because she thinks it's marketable. She thinks Southern people will buy from her. Yeah. What? I know. Four-wheeler. Yeah, four-wheeler. Four-wheeler. I ride my four-wheeler. What a mysterious woman she is. Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. One of her many skills, no doubt, yeah. Most people just call them ATVs, yeah. Well, ATV is one. I mean, it just depends on which one you heard first. I just call them quads. On the quads. Four-wheeler. Four-wheeler. A four-wheeler. Yeah. Or bear. A bear. And not a bear. Bear. Bear? A bear. A bear. A bear. Bear. I don't know how to say it. What's the right way? Bear. Bear. Four-wheeler up here means car that won't get you killed when there's ice on the road. Oh. We don't have ice. We don't have that. It's hot. It's very hot. Bear. Mechanical horse. Yeah. We don't have many. Well, no, I'm lying. I'm lying. I live in rural area. I was going to say, like, oh, you don't really see people with horses here, and that's a lie. There's horses everywhere. You just don't see people riding them. I don't see people riding horses. They just have horses, like, as a pet. That's what people have here. I don't know what their horses do. Like, there's people that'll have, like, a whole ranch of horses, like, many horses, but they don't ride them or anything. They just kind of chill out. I'm excited, though, for winter, because in winter they put sweaters on their horses. It's really cute. I'm excited for winter. I live by a bunch of farmland, so, like, on my way home, I drive by a bunch of ranches and like, cattle fields and stuff. What the? Yeah, does it really get that cold? Not that cold, but horses, I don't know if they can regulate their body temperature that well. Right? So, they put, like, a little sweater on them. It's like a little saddle sweater thing. Home defense horses. Oh my gosh. I love seeing horses out in the snow. Yeah. You ever see those big blankets they put on their torsos? They're really cute. Yeah. Horse owning is like the biggest status symbol. Well, here, if you want, I don't know. I kind of think it seems idyllic to live out in the boonies on, like, a big plot of land. I don't know, okay, every time we go to, the cabin, right? Because my parents have a cabin. Every time I go to the cabins, we have to go really deep into the country. And, it's always so pretty there. It's always so pretty. My mom gets scared. I don't know why. We go deep into the country, and it was all these, all these rolling grassy hills and fields. And she goes, and there's butterflies it literally looks like a painting. It doesn't look real. It's so pretty. And I'm like, oh, it's so pretty here, Mom. And my mom was like, I feel like I'm in Deliverance right now. Like, we went down a wrong trail at one point. She took a wrong turn, and I was like, oh, you can just turn around and you can go to this here, right? And she's just like, oh, I'm scared. And I'm like, why are you scared? And she's like, what if one of these hillbillies come out and shoot us? I'm like, what? Why would they do that? Deliverance? Yeah, I don't know what she's talking about. It's a movie she's seen. Like, she always calls it, this is what she calls it. She says we're in the Goonies, we're in Deliverance, or we're in The Hills Have Eyes. Those are the three she always calls them. Your mom will face off against Russian gangsters, but rolling hills frighten her. She's watched too many movies. Deliverance is something. You're trespassing on my land. You haven't seen Deliverance? I have not seen Deliverance. I haven't. An NPC, hope you don't have agoraphobia. The Goonies was in a cave, yeah, but she says She always like says hillbillies are like the Goonies. She always says like Southern people are the Goonies. Like, you know, they're the guy. What's his name? The guy from the Goonies. Maybe it's a good thing you haven't then. But I think it looks very nice. So I think it's have you seen the dueling banjos scene? That sounds familiar. Sloth? Yeah, Sloth. Make her play Resident Evil 7 and then everything will be, we're in that mold mansion. That makes no sense. I was in the Beverly Hills. Don't, stop it. I don't know. Don't ask me. I don't know what she's talking about. She's an old woman. I just let her do her own ramblings. The Higurashi title BGM is such a nice sound for this kind of Zatsu. Yeah, thematic. The countery sounds. That's ridiculous. I don't know. Do you guys go out there unarmed or what? No. You can never go out into the country without a gun. You always have to go with a gun. My mom is, I think she's... Well, I don't know if this reveals stuff. Maybe I shouldn't say. My mom is a highly trained marksman. I can say that much. She's like a highly trained marksman. So, yes, she always has a gun. No doxing! It's not doxing, but like, it's legal. I'm saying she's legal. She's allowed to do it. I don't know how, like, what I can say in regard to that. That's like, might be doxing, but yeah, she's allowed to have a gun everywhere. She's an agent of ex-CIA, yeah. So no hunt showdown situation. She's James Bond, yeah. GoldenEye. Oh, you Americans, you are so mysterious. What do you mean? I don't know anything about... I just don't know if it has to do with, like... I don't want to say something that's going to be like, oh, that's this state. And I'm like, I don't know the laws. I'm lawless. Cherry Mom is extremely professional, noted. She's at least the sharpest shooter she knows. I know that much. And she's the sharpest shooter that anyone who meets her knows. That's what I know. She's like, very precise shooter. I don't know how. She's very good at shooting. She's a better marksman than my stepdad, who was in the Marines. She's a better marksman than him. Yeah. And then everyone else that they ever go, whenever they go to, like, the range. Is she an ex-military sniper? She says she's not. This is so incredibly odd. Yeah. No, I'm not saying that one. That might be a little much. Better than a Marine, very nice. She left the Foreign Legion when she had you new lore. No, she left when she had my sister. So it was way before I was born. Yeah. It's the weirdest flex, but it somehow works. Flex? The weirdest flex being I can kill a man from like 50 yards away with a pistol? Was that, like, that's a weird flex? That seems like a very normal flex. That seems like a flex most people would do. Would an ex-military sniper tell you they were an ex-military sniper? Probably not. That's a good flex. Sounds pretty base, not gonna lie. If your mom dislikes the boonies, then Higurashi isn't the game for her, no. My mom can kill someone better than anyone she knows. I wish I could get my mom into video games. See how she does. Yo. My phone is telling me to upload a short today. Yeah, phone, well, I scheduled one, so get wrecked. Yeah. That's pretty well, I'm not saying that's like exactly what she said. I just made that up 50 yards away or something. I just made that up. It's probably something better based on what everyone said, because I don't know that much about guns. Mojimon no scope compilation. My mom can kill your mom. Yeah, she could. No, I'm not gonna say that either. That lends too much info. Maybe in a member stream one day. Give your mom a VR headset and hand her an FPS game. We have given her a VR headset, but she just wouldn't like VR chat by accident, and she got harassed by a little boy who drew wieners around her. That's what happened. Well, joke's on you. My mom is already gone. Mission accomplished. No, I'm sorry for your loss. Best be safe, Laurel would rather but stay up. Yeah. That boy is no longer with us. I'm sure it's fine. No worry, it was ages ago. Yeah, I'm assuming based on you joking about it. Is there a Sniper Elite VR? Yes, there are VR gun games. I don't know how good they are, though. She's not dead, I just don't talk to her. Might as well be at that point. No, I'm kidding. That got dark, love it. He can no longer draw wieners, though. What the heck? What is this conspiracy? I'm so sorry for your loss, proceed to laugh. Keep it lighthearted. Guns are too outdated. What? Guns are outdated? Yeah, but they're epic. They're patrician. Guns are epic. They're very, very cool. Even if you want to say that. Sure. Ideally, you could just drone strike everybody. But guns are the best. Heresy. Gallows. Guns are a lot of fun, yeah. They're cool. It's all about energy. I hate futuristic guns. I think they look so stupid. They look like Nerf foam guns, alright? They look like foam pellet shooters. They say that, but have you ever drawn a gun? I have drawn a gun. I've drawn a gun a couple times. Guns are so last century. We have telepathic duels now, scanner style. Yeah. Once you grab one gun, you want all of them. Reject gun, return to rock slings. Too geometric for no reason. A lot of these made-up guns. Yeah. My country doesn't allow guns. It seems I'm missing a lot. It's free range here. Wink. Get it? Well, doesn't need guns so you can devour us. No, I'll take the gun over voring people, I think. I think the gun is more effective than trying to vor somebody, if I had to guess. If guns are outdated, what do you do? Blow someone up with your mind? A lot of them, they blow them up with little drones, I suppose. Yeah. Not as cool. Wish they'd invent a gun that doesn't talk to you. Oh my god, that game is... That's what they do in Britain, are they? They're cool if you paint large flames on them. Like a flame drone. A drone and a hand grenade. Remember, if explosives don't solve your problems, you aren't using enough. Most people just use Twitter these days and tell themselves they won. You guys are on like some sort of level of jadedness. I don't really understand how you got there. I say gun is cool. Maybe drone more effective sometimes, but gun is cool. And I get commentary about like, yeah, people on Twitter suck. What? How did we get here? How did we get here? Get older, you'll understand. That's us. Oh my god. The Woo Cannon from Ellie's Throne Stream. She had a Throne Stream. What does Throne Stream do? My nose! It's a talent and a vocation. I don't trust the surprise throne gifts. You guys would buy me like a big ding dong or something. And I'd open it and I'd be like, what do I do with this? And I'd have to cut it into like 10 pieces to dispose of it so nobody knew. You know who doesn't suck? The lady in the bottom right of the screen. Where is she? No! I do not. Get a throne. I have a throne. It's in my description. I don't really have anything on it right now, though. I have one ear muffs for the 3DO. Hairy ear muffs. Scratch his giant plush ding dong off the list. Plush ding dong. Oh my god, don't expose me to ding dongs. Thank you. I don't want the ding dong. Nah, Mosey, we chip in on a 50-gallon drum. 50-gallon drum? That sounds like I'm gonna try and hide someone's corpse in it. Surely there is an SSD on there, right? No. I got recommended one, but I didn't put it on because it was weird. Not like it was a weird SSD, but that the throne was glitching out and giving you different prices, and I didn't know it was right. You can use it for that if you have to. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you, you coomers? You coomers! What if I just want... What if I just want, what if I want a custard Danish? What if that's what I want? What if I just want a custard Danish? And not a gigantic ding dong and 10 gallons of lube, okay? Alright, I don't want that. I want, put that on there. No. I try not to put things on throne that are too frivolous. Except that one time I put the mochi on there. I usually try to put things that I can use. I just craved the mochi one day and I put them on. But can you put food on there? I usually put whenever someone recommends the DoorDash gift card, I put it on there. But yeah, that's usually what I do. If you put coffee and pastry stuff up, I'm sure you get lots of free stuff. And then I do put coffee on there sometimes, and I do always use all the coffee. And I have the coffee machine I use all... Okay, maybe I did put some frivolous things on there. But I use them every day. You deserve treats though. You're gonna make me get fat. Too sweet. You're the only one that cares about it, Mozu. Architect bros stay winning. That's the plan. Mozu with cute love handles. Good as we plan. Nothing wrong with Chubb. Why? Hidden architect bro chomping at the bit. Stop it! Calm yourself. I have to clear my nose. Hold on. Why don't you give us points for throne? What is points for throne? What is that? What is points for throne? Where's Pierce Brosnan? Don't summon his dark presence. No! Because cute Tom and thighs, I am perfectly proportioned as is. I don't need anything else. Okay? I don't need to grow out my stomach, alright? I am well proportioned. I like my stomach being thinner than my bottom and my top, okay? That's what I like. I believe you. What? What did you mean by that? What does that mean? What does that mean? That's fine. What are you people getting at? Wink? That wasn't a wink. That was incredulous stare. That you're happy how you are. Yeah. I don't need any growth, thank you. Vine boom. Seeing the wink-esque, that's you reading into it. That's your wishful thinking. Anyway, wait. We ended on a cliffhanger yesterday, didn't we? Where the heck did we end? I don't remember. Oh yeah, how's the audio? How's the audio? How's the audio? I forgot we ended on a cliffhanger. We did, yeah. I don't remember what we were at. An idea for giving to the gifters. What? What does that mean? Seems fine. Audio good. Audio is good. Sounds good. It was like just yesterday. It's been too long, I forgot. Not yesterday, but we ended on a cliffhanger. Keiichi was trying to get himself killed in spite of Rika's best efforts. Meow meow. Oh yeah. That's what he was doing. It's the next page. Oh yeah, he was talking to the feds. He was talking to the feds again. Oh, thank you, amigo. Welcome. Welcome to the Peachy Patch Bowl. Wait, let me just double check. Okay, yeah. Yeah. Are they? Wait, what's going on with my stream element? Ah! I was like, why did it say my super chats from yesterday came in 5 minutes ago? I got locked out! Let me in! YouTube. Let me back. Take me back. Take me back. Let me in. Oh. There you go. Okay, we're back. We're back. We're good. Okay, now it's fixed. I guess my stream elements has been broken since yesterday. Oh my goodness. Well, just meow then. Yeah. Just meow. Okay. Ah! Oh wait, is the game too loud? I forgot to check. How's the audio? It's good. You guys are all saying it's good. It's not too loud for you. The audio isn't too loud. The music is about to kick in. I guess we'll see. So Stream Elements wasn't running? I don't know if I'd say that, but... yeah, let it... Seems easier to tell. Okay, start. Oh, we're on a cricket scene, so it's gonna be quiet. Oh, we're talking to, Shion. We're talking to Shion. Yeah, now I remember. We're talking to Shion. Okay. Running is a strong word, more like a Paralympic... trod? What's a trod? No, I've never understood the crybaby VTuber fan ears. Are? Are? We'll see, lol. Oh, I hate crickets. They won't shut up. Yeah. And they don't even taste good. Green hair love! Only for Mion. Shion is evil. Yes, Keiichi, confess to Shion. You say that, but those guys with the blade legs go super fast. Okay? Okay. Okay, this is Shion. Alright, I'll read this whole thing first.
Now that I think of it, Oishi-san said there was something possibly shady about Mion. At least I think that's what he said. Yeah, he definitely did. As I explained yesterday, the Sonozaki family holds a lot of influence over Hinamizawa. Oishi is under the impression that the whole village, with the Sonozaki family at the center of it all, is responsible for the recurrent freak deaths. The whole village is behind them, with the Sonozaki family at the center? Please don't get angry like you did yesterday. Just listen. I hammered that home before I got too upset. During the Hinamizawa Dam Wars...
Oh gosh, that's loud! It's loud in my ears. Down with you. Is it too loud, or is it still good? Ham Wars, yeah, the Ham Wars. Great voice act, turn it down some, yeah, if it's loud. There we go. That better? Or like here? Yeah? Good, yeah. Yep, that's good.
During the Hinamizawa Dam Wars, the priest who everyone was anticipating to lead the anti-dam movement acted as though he were unrelated. So the Sonozaki main house rose up to take charge. My sister told you about all the battles that happened, right? Yeah. All of Hinamizawa got together and fought as one. They held protests, brought it to court, and even appeared on TV. In reality, there were many things that happened that were far more extreme. under the surface, the Sonozaki main house was doing all sorts of illegal things to oppose it. They were acting illegally? For example, they would sneak into the construction site in the middle of the night and steal equipment, or break it, or put sugar cubes in the gasoline tanks of the construction vehicles. Sugar in their gasoline tanks? Why would they? You don't know? It's practically the representative guerrilla tactic. It was used by underground organizations in France in World War II, for one. When you put sugar in, the engine gets burned out and breaks down. That's pretty bad, though, isn't it? It was destruction of property and nothing less. When they beefed up the guard at the construction facility, the family turned to attacking important construction personnel who worked there. The government officials who had given permission for the construction, for example, received all kinds of threats. Not just from people in the prefectural office, either. Apparently, this reached as far as the Ministry of Construction. As far as I've heard, they even kidnapped a child once. Kidnapped?! Yes. The child of an important person in the Ministry of Construction who was in charge of the Hinamizawa Dam got spirited away. Then, one day, all of a sudden, he was rescued in the Takasudo Mountains, which are upstream from Hinamizawa. Apparently, there were never any criminal accusations, but people whispered that it had been a threat to stop the dam construction from happening. Besides that, there are stories about so many different threats that I couldn't possibly list them all. Wow! That's sort of bad, isn't it? Right in the middle of the whole thing, the first incident happened. That's when the dismemberment of the construction manager occurred. People whispered that the Sonozaki family had bought out the principal offender, but of course he fled, and they still haven't found him. When she put it that way, the Sonozaki family definitely seems suspicious. Oishi-san even seems to think that the criminal was erased so he wouldn't talk, which is pretty reasonable of him. It's even enough to make me think that the Sonozaki main house is doing some really shady things behind the scenes. Oh wait, this is Shion. Oishi-san even seems to think that the criminal was erased, so he wouldn't talk, which is pretty reasonable of him. It's even enough to make me think that the Sonozaki main house is doing some really shady things behind the scenes, even though I'm related to them. Are you telling me to believe that? That the Sonozaki main house, where Mion lives, has done all those bad things? You're telling me to believe it? Even if you don't, Kei-chan, the villagers do. While they oppose the dam in upright and lawful ways, the Sonozaki house did the dirty work for them. Everyone believes that they fought at the front, so they'd take the brunt of the criticism. So they're respected as sort of heroes of darkness. I think I only really know one part of it. For example, the really bad stuff, like the kidnapping, I think only a handful of people even know about it, including Grandma. The Sonozaki family is secretive after all. Secretive, huh? A family so unforthcoming that even Shion, who is related to them, doesn't know everything about them. The Sonozaki family. Unlike Shion, her older twin Mion was deeply involved with everything, and that was not a fun thought to entertain.
Weird that she distanced herself from it. You think she knows? She's definitely involved, and she's lying. She's definitely lying in some way. Like, there's no reason for her to try and sell out her whole family in this like situation. What? Shion lying? No way. I mean, I don't know, seems kind of convenient. Seems kind of convenient.
My sister, though young, was the one who acted as the center of the illegal resistance movement.
Okay, Mion's like 14, and they're saying like she was young. Was she like literally 8 years old? Was she 8 years old killing people? Like, oh, really?
Meow was? What do you mean? Well, our dad is a big shot. You could to subjugate a bunch of young street rats.
As a mascot, at least, yeah.
Then she played all sorts of tricks on them and just generally got in their way. Meow did that?
No. Sounds like maybe she was a scapegoat.
Now, she's pretty laid back, so it might be hard to imagine. They put her in charge of everything, from property damage to threats and even acts of violence. Though, since she was a kid, they could get her released pretty easily. She learned that her age could be used as a weapon. It may have been indiscreet, but I couldn't help but chuckle dryly. It may have been young, but she certainly still was Meow. Even back then, she already had been known for her craftiness. It's nothing to laugh about. Please, take this seriously. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Shion had gotten pretty angry at me. You're supposed to hate my sister and agree with me that we have to kill her. Well, her delinquency soon got her into a position of authority in the Sonozaki main house. It's not unthinkable that Oishi suspects them for the dismemberment incident, and the later ones too. For a few moments, I was dumbstruck at the tales of Mion's past.
So true, bestie, yeah.
None of them matched the image I had of her. A younger Mion dirtying her hands with all sorts of crimes, giving the damn construction project hell. As the successor to the Sonozaki main family, she was always right at the center of the vortex of strange incidents occurring year after year. Is that really the Mion I know? Maybe the one I know isn't the real Mion.
Man, Keiichi, just think. Just think about, okay, think about this. Think about Mion when they first walked in with Mion and Shion. Like, when he walked in with Shion into Mion's work, and Mion was so flustered and flabbergasted, right? She was so flustered, right? And Shion seemed to have Mion wrapped around her finger and, like, totally subjugated, right? Like, in most situations, Mion is completely taken off guard and even seems a little scared of Shion. Right? Right? So with that in mind, she's really the powerful one after all? Is that true? She's the powerful one that poor little Shion is completely, like, submissive to. I don't think that's right. There's definitely something else, yeah. Kirispica! Hi, Mozu! 来てくれてありがとう! Keiichi, using his brain, you are very optimistic. Keiichi's not that smart. Like, just even, like, think about it a little bit. I don't know. You shouldn't just believe everything Shion says. You haven't known her that long. I mean, you haven't known Mion that long either, but you know her longer. And if it's completely contradictory to everything you know about her, I don't know, at least talk to her a little bit. Don't, like, you know, say any, like, I don't know, like, I don't, figure something out. Figure some way to talk with her about this. I don't know, just don't be like, she's a murderer and I have to kill her or something. Or turn her into the police. Like, imagine the personality she'd have to have, yeah. Yeah, she's like an 8-year-old crime boss. Imagine how weird that'd be. Yeah, Mion can't defend herself here, yeah. This can't be the real Mion. It must be Neon. Or Shion. Since they're in a conspiracy together, he's inclined to believe her more, yeah. Even though she's the one that tried to get him to do this in the first place. I believe everything Shion says unconditionally. Talking about this stuff with Mion seems a little difficult, yeah. He should talk to Rika again. Rika, he's scared of Rika. But Rika clearly doesn't want anything bad to happen to him. Rika already knows that he was in the shed, right? Rika already knows he was in the shed. She's like, I won't let anything bad happen to you. All she did was basically said, like, don't talk to the mean dog, right? If only he had asked her, like, who's the mean dog? Just ask her, like, who's the mean dog? Who do I need to not talk to? That would have been easier. Instead of just being like... Rika's position is clearly, don't do anything, let me handle it. Or let it play out, yeah. Rika's clearly got an inside line somehow, yeah. He needs to brush up on his English first, yeah. He's not brushed up on his English. Yeah. Getting involved with murder and guerrilla tactics. If you had any reasoning in your brain, this is where you just walk away, yeah. So we should be thankful he doesn't have that. He's gonna die again. Keiichi's gonna die again. I mean, he's gonna die a lot, I guess. He has to die, like, in every situation. He's gonna die a couple times before we get anywhere, I guess. Alright.
Was that really the Mion I know? Maybe the one I know isn't the real Mion?
Keiichi, no!
I couldn't figure it out.
What the... Ooh.
I couldn't bring myself to accept these images of Mion I was hearing from another person.
Well, back to the main subject. I just wanted you to know that my sister is someone worth being cautious around. Please, be careful.
I didn't want to understand. Mion was a fantastic friend. She would never do something to me to back me into a corner like that. She did ask me pretty harshly about the night of the festival, but even that, it wasn't like she'd said it in a mean way or anything. Alright, I'll make sure to be careful.
We're sisters related by blood, but within the Sonozaki family, we're basically of a different class. I want you to recognize how distant they are from me. Please.
Literally saying, I'm distancing myself. Literally saying that. In plain English. Plain Japanese translated to English.
The more Shion tells me about Mion, the less I understand who Mion is. Mion I know wasn't a dangerous person. She joked around, smiled a lot, and was full of passion. Now that I'd realized I held such a view towards her, Shion was telling me to change it. To be careful around the best friend ever. To doubt her. The idea was very sad. And painful.
Now, about Oishi. If you think it's a good idea, then I think we should give him the information he needs. I think getting the police on our side will work in our favor.
You thought so too, Shion.
It's just, at the moment, like I explained, the police have their eyes on the Sonozaki family already. Oishi in particular completely believes that they're the masterminds behind the serial incidents. That includes me, of course. So, I don't really want much to do with Oishi.
I see. If Oishi-san had found out about the Sonozaki's family's strife-filled history, then he probably wouldn't be very happy with Shion either. At last, I understood Mion's instinctive dislike for Oishi-san. It's probably out in the open at this point, but...
It's probably out in the open at this point, but try not to give my name to him.
She really just wants Mion to take the fall. She wants Mion and the rest of the family to take the fall for her. Or, not that, but she wants to give Sonozaki family a reason to kill, Keiichi. What? My nose.
If you agree to that, then I don't think there's a problem with you telling him anything.
I got it. I won't mention your name.
The police's investigative ability should be quite a reliable weapon for us right now. If Oishi tells you anything interesting, then let me know as well.
Yeah, of course. We'll share information and investigate together. Who killed Takano-san and Tomatake-san? Who was after us? Until we know, we need to defend ourselves.
Anything else? Besides what Oishi told you, I mean. If anything has happened, no matter how minor, please tell me.
Aside from my discussion with Oishi-san.
Don't tell her what Rika said. Don't do it. No. No, don't do it. No, Rika, no. Don't get her killed, please. She's literally trying to save you. Please don't get her killed. Aww.
Oh, should I tell her that I revealed everything to Rika-chan? Rika-chan was acting like she knew something I didn't. She told me to leave it to her, but... What? That's right. When I was talking to her, I mentioned Shion's name too. Was that a mistake?
No. No.
I felt like Shion would get angry.
Nothing else? Kei-chan.
I had remained quiet for a little while, so Shion encouraged me to speak, unable to bear the silence. As I struggled with what to say, Shion addressed me instead.
It doesn't sound like it, so can I ask you something? I just heard this myself. But is it true that old man Kimiyoshi went missing?
The old man Kimiyoshi? My gut told me that was the name of the mayor. You mean the mayor? Wait, Shion, you haven't heard?
I don't know anything. I just overheard my dad talking about it on the phone again.
I realized I shouldn't have said that. Here in Hinamizawa, the things that happen around this time, when Oyashiro-sama's curse would recur, would all be covered up. Yeah. Actually, last night after a meeting, he didn't come home, so all of Hinamizawa was confused. They searched all through the village, but if they found him, I haven't heard. The police should be searching for him as well.
Why didn't you tell me something that important right away?
She shouted angrily at me, bringing all her emotion to bear. Sorry. I thought you already knew. I didn't want to hide it or anything. The receiver was silent. Did Shion get mad and hang up again? Hey! Shion! Hello?
Kei-chan. What should I do?
Shion's tiny, confused voice sounded like it belonged to a different person than the one yelling a few seconds ago. What's wrong? Tell me. We're not keeping secrets from each other, right? Shion hesitated for a long while, but then she confessed.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hide it. It was just that, the conversation got turned around and...
We're on the same side, right? I won't get mad, so tell me honestly. Shion still hesitated for a few moments. Then, in a resigned voice, she continued.
Old man Kimiyoshi and I told him everything.
Shion seemed to think I would yell at her right after she said that, so I heard her catching her breath. Contrary to what she thought, I was a little relieved.
She's lying. She's using him as a scapegoat because she wants us to confess if we told anybody. Because she literally dressed up as her sister and snuck into her school to convince us that we shouldn't tell anyone. and that there will be repercussions. So she's lying because she wants to get it out of us.
Shion had done the same thing I had when I confessed everything to Rika-chan. So, in as gentle as a voice as I could, so as to not set her off, I responded. Old man Kimiyoshi, he's someone you feel comfortable confiding in, Shion?
Yes, he would. When I was little, he was really nice to me.
Shion felt the same pain as the rest of us from the mayor's disappearance. She had a different kind of strength from Mion, and as she continued, her voice sounded truly sad and pained.
All I did was play tricks on him, but he would always smile. He listened to anything I had to say. He was such a kind person.
Calm down, Shion. It's not like he's dead, right? Don't lose heart so easily. Shion didn't answer. Even as I said it myself, I didn't think we'd ever find the missing mayor again. We probably wouldn't even figure out if he was alive or dead.
He's totally dead? Yeah. I think he was killed for unrelated reasons to this. Or at least not directly related to Shion telling him. And she's blaming on him because dead men tell no tale. But Rika's still alive and she wants him to rat out Rika. Oops.
Shion must have been thinking the same thing.
That night, I told the mayor that we snuck into the ritual storehouse. Also that someone saw us and was out to get us.
Does the mayor know how absurdly Takano-san and Toмотake-san died?
Yes. He knew about it. I told him that they died by Oyashiro-sama's curse, and that I could be made a sacrifice to calm his anger. I just said it straight out.
But everyone already knows they were there. Like, literally everyone already knows that he was in there. The police know that they snuck in. And Rika knows they snuck in. And someone beat up Rika before we saw her.
Right. What then?
Old man Kimiyoshi didn't get angry. He smiled, then told me that if I was properly sorry about it, then there was no way I'd be demoned away. He was really smiling, and he told me to leave it to him.
Until Shion stopped sobbing, I was unable to find any words for her. I couldn't imagine what kind of person the mayor was, nor what Shion's relationship with him was like. Words of comfort, however, mean so much to us when we're about to be crushed by anxiety. Today, Mika-chan taught me that too. If someone who gave me such a sense of security were to disappear, then I could guess what kind of shock Shion was in.
Is this her?
It's my fault. Because I revealed everything.
Stop it, Shion. It's not your fault.
No! It's my fault! I told him everything! Old man Kimiyoshi found out about everything! So, he has to have been killed! It was right after I told him, after all. He disappeared the same night that I confessed, and he told me everything was gonna be alright.
He found out, so he became involved.
I should have never told him. All of this should have just been our fault. Only the four of us. It wasn't something I should have told to someone else. He got killed because I told him. He got killed because he knew. He got killed because I revealed it.
Hey, stop! If they were doing that, then they would have obviously killed you before killing the mayor. The order is all wrong. You or I should have been killed first. Why the hell would someone else get killed first? No! It's an order! They must be planning to kill us last of all! Ah! What? They're not killing the first people who come to mind. They start by killing those they were close to. And then after they caused us so much pain, they'll kill us! That must be what they're doing. I said calm down! Shion, you're in shock! You're panicking! The mayor's disappearance has nothing to do with you. It's unconnected. It's not related to Takano-san and Tomotage-san dying at all either. My words came out as a scream, as if I was shouting them at myself. No! It's connected! It just has to be! I told him, so he was killed! He's gotta be killed because he knew! I confessed it to him, so he got killed! She repeated the same thing as before, as though she were in delirium. Despite my trying to console the crazed Shion, for some reason the shadow at my feet began to freeze. From that shadow, a cold arm reached out. So cold it seemed like it would freeze even my heart, just by touching me, and grabbed my ankle. The heat generated by my body, the arm was absorbing it. It was a horrible chill. A freezing cold, numbingly frigid. It was inviolable. Chill of fear. Though I sympathized with Shion, I had been naive in thinking it was something only she had to worry about. In my head, Shion's eerie words repeated again and again. He was killed because I told him. He was killed because he found out. I confessed everything, so he was killed. Those words echoed through my head like a monotone mantra. And finally, those even repetitions took on meaning. The quiet shaking that had already overtaken me turned into a violent shiver that shot up my spine! Rika-chan! It's Rika-chan! What? What did you say just now? Well, the truth is I told her about it. I told Rika-chan today! Keiichi, you dumb motherfucker! Ah!
Oh my god, he's so stupid. He's so stupid. Why would Rika-chan kill Kimiyoshi? She was closer with Kimiyoshi than literally anyone! What a good friend, Owarida. Rika's so over. What? No, okay. Hold up. Why would... You told... Why would Rika-chan be the one that killed Kimiyoshi? What? How does that make any sense, Keiichi? Why would she be the killer? That doesn't make any sense. I literally yelled the same thing the first time I was reading it. That doesn't even make sense. If Shion told the mayor and the mayor died, why should Keiichi rat on Rika? Yeah. This doesn't make any sense. Rika-chan? You mean Rika-chama? The one from the Furude Shrine? Yes, Rika-chan! I felt so scared and uneasy that I did it. I told Rika-chan. When you did, what did she say? The cat is worrying too much. I'll do something about it for sure.
That's what Rika-chan said. And then she smiled.
But that was after he was already missing! He was already missing, wasn't he? He was already missing since the previous day. Wasn't he? Or am I getting my timeline wrong? Fall down a well, Keiichi. Gosh darn, yeah, you're right. I think so too, yeah.
She smiled. Just like the missing mayor had when he encouraged Shion.
Okay, based on what Shion said.
I'm sorry, Shion. I'm worried about Rika-chan.
Right. If you're that concerned, then don't worry about me. Please, go find out whether she's safe.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll call you again tomorrow at the same time. When I do, you'll know I'm still alright.
I got it. I'll be waiting. Okay, bye. Sorry. I'm hanging up.
Oh, wait. I got it twisted. It was the other way around.
Yeah, I'll do that.
I'll call you again tomorrow at the same time. When I do, you'll know I'm still alright.
I got it. I'll be waiting. Okay, bye. Sorry, I'm hanging up. I put down the receiver without waiting for Shion to say goodbye. The danger to Shion and myself was secondary at this point. My sixth sense was blaring alarms in my head. I don't like this feeling. It was really bad. It's definitely bad. Damn it. Please be safe. Rika-chan!
You are the danger, Keiichi. Yeah, we're gonna get her killed. We're gonna find her minced up. I don't like this. No! It's almost like you messed up, Keiichi. Man, Crazy how Shion went rambling at the news that the mayor was missing about how it's her fault, and she confessed everything. And then the moment he confesses about Rika, she's like, oh, okay, see you later. This will definitely work. I mean, he's dumb as a rock. Tips. From scrapbook 8. That's number 8, right? Right? V5 3 8. Yeah, it is. Good job, Mosey. Yay! Okay. Wait, matte in my nose.
The three families in modern times. As previously described, the three families council today is a mere shell of democracy. In reality, it is a dictatorship run by the Sonozaki family. Both the Kimiyoshi and Furude families are far from their former glory, and it doesn't seem at all like they've maintained the ancient traditions. Only the Sonozaki family has retained their glory from the past, and has inherited many colorful traditions from the age known as Onigafuchi village. Even the most recent, verifiable example of the Watanagashi that occurred at the end of the Meiji era seems to have been done under the orders of the Sonozaki family, referred to the three families' genealogical tree from the late Meiji. After the start of the Meiji era, the Sonozaki family wanted to push the development of Hinamizawa village, so they took a strong role in leadership. During the dam wars a few years ago, the Kimiyoshi family served as the chair of the opposition alliance. But this was in name only. In actuality, the Sonozaki family reigned as a leader behind the scenes. People whisper that perhaps the Kimiyoshi family dictated acts of opposition that could be publicized, and the Sonozaki family enacted those which could not. Even in Hinamizawa, they whisper that the multitude of unsettling incidents reported during the dam protests, such as the kidnapping of the famous head of Ministry of Construction's son, had been carried out by the Sonozakis. Additionally, they say that perhaps the Sonozaki family's secret maneuvering was responsible for the serial freak death incidents that have continuously occurred in the recent years as well. The serial freak death incidents are, without a doubt, the second coming of the traditional Watanagashi. They must have been enacting the Watanagashi on the day of the original Watanagashi, which has fallen to the level of an ordinary village festival, in order to remind the villagers of the holy laws of Onigafuchi village. It's safe to assert that exploring the Sonozaki family is the fastest route for researching it today. If I can expose the contents of the Furude Shrine storehouse, I'd like to narrow my research target to the Sonozaki family next.
Rome was truly the greatest empire.
The Sonozaki house is strictly guarded by security cameras on the premises, but thankfully I've become acquainted with the sisters Mion, the next heir, and Shion. I want this to be a breakthrough I can connect to my next line of research.
Dumb woman. You thought you had him. You thought you were slick. Their punishment isn't over.
No, don't worry about it. You see, when you order the odor here, for some reason it ends up on the annual invoice for our gas contracts. So don't be shy and have another drink. The man red-faced waved his hand to say that he'd had enough, and disappeared into the brilliant neon lights in front of the station.
Kuma-chan, you should be taking notes. The most modest people here are the ones who live the longest.
Was that all true?
Well, I don't know about that. Whether or not it's true, I think there's meaning in hearing something that sounds so plausible.
Would something like that be a motive to go for the mayor?
Kuma-chan, here's what I always say. The motive only has to be enough for the person in question. You need to think about how different people value different things. Hey, bartender, give me another mug.
Though we have been suppressing the information, Tomitake and Takano-san's deaths were already known throughout Hinamizawa. All of the rumors pointed to them having incurred the wrath of Oyashiro-sama for setting foot in the Forbidden Temple, the storehouse for ritual implements.
So everyone knows! Literally everyone knows they did that. Ugh. I appreciate that there's actually a guy dressed like Oishi in the photo background. I didn't pay attention! Oh man.
According to the rumors, there were two other people who went in there with them. Shion Sonozaki and Keiichi Maebara. People were whispering in the shadows that those two would be cursed by Oyashiro-sama as well. Apparently, however, the responsibility didn't fall solely on the four trespassers' shoulders. Until last year, it was locked up tight, but this year it had been changed to a simpler lock. Hadn't that been what allowed thieves to enter so easily? Those were the rumors going around.
Oh. They're saying that multiple people are being punished because not only do the people that walked in deserve punishment, but the people that made it not as secure, that let it happen. It does look like Oishi. What the heck? He's got a big coat, I think. Is it a person with a big coat? There's like a guy with a red shirt. I think that's a wall. I don't think that's a trench coat. I think the guy's right here and the wall is right here. Allowed it to happen, yeah.
Have you ever seen it, Kuma-chan? I remember it well. I had to go there for something quite a while back.
Sorry, I don't really remember.
It was locked up so tight, it was scary. There were these heavy metal bars holding it shut. It was sealed up as good as a bank vault.
This year it was a really simple and cheap padlock. The lone girl protecting the shrine, Rika Furude, disliked the heavy locks and consulted with the mayor.
No! Oh no! Rika's dead.
Who had replaced it with a simpler padlock. So then the mayor and Rika Furude share the crime. So then, after the mayor, wouldn't Rika Furude be in danger next? Wait, this is not... So then the mayor and Rika Furude share the crime? So then, after the mayor, wouldn't Rika Furude be in danger next?
That's a decent possibility, Kuma-chan. I want you to contact all the cars we have in Hinamizawa. Tell them to stick near the Furude shrine.
Got it!
The lockpicking lawyer will come for her. Yeah. He's gonna have to end her. I'm very hungry. I'm very hungry. I'm hungry. We just started. Here, I'll be right back. I'm gonna make a food really quick. It shouldn't take long. I'm just gonna heat up some leftovers. I'll be fast. You stay right here. Don't go anywhere. Ah, my butt's so sweaty. Okay, here. Dogs were following me. They want to come in and eat my food. I heated up some salmon. Did she die? I died, yeah. Yeah, I passed away. Hello! Tadaima! Thank you, Swatero. Thank you. Thank you. I heated up my mom's salmon. I wish she gave me her side too, though. I guess she didn't want her leftovers. She was like, I mean, she thought it tasted good, but she just didn't want them. Hot. Ah. I didn't get a fork. Maybe I should have. I was thinking of just going at it with my fingers, but I realized it's too hot. I'll be right back. I'm gonna grab a fork. Wait! Haha! I had chopsticks here. Never mind. Chopsticks time! We eat it with chopsticks. Ooh, wow! Big old salmon. Dang, Rika, that sucks that you're dead. Are they clean chopsticks? Yeah. Hold up, Rika. It's lunchtime. Of course my mom ate the burnt part first on hers. My mom loves burnt food. It's her favorite. Oops, sorry. I accidentally grabbed the mic with it. Thank you, Kirispica. She's cute. Watch them. Whoa! It's hot. Ah! Carbon, good. I'm made of carbon. Just kidding. We hereby interrupt today's murder program for food, yeah. Sorry, Shion, I have to save Rika. But first, rub-a-dub-dub, thanks for the grub. Though your eyes were freaking out. You didn't see I put the whole thing in my mouth and it burned. This is Todd's theme for me, huh? But I've had it on so many streams at this point. How? This is a big salmon. What's that? For breakfast today, I had Fruity Pebbles. And now I eat salmon. Got it. Oh. Give me that. I kind of wish I could put mayo on it, to be honest. Mayo and salmon is just such a good combo. What is happening? I'm eating salmon. Yummy, yummy. Bad for your stomach or just out of mayo? I only have Miracle Whip! I only have fake mayo. I don't have real mayo. Ah! Mayo salmon? Yeah, it's delicious. Have you never had mayo salmon? Ha, ha, I think I can pick it up, maybe. Ooh, no! Hold on, okay. Whoa! Whoa. I will destroy this salmon. All this curse killing stuff makes you hungry, yeah. This salmon and Rika are about to have a lot of things in common. Mum. Oh. Damn, Mozu. What? What's wrong? What did I say? I'm about to finish this whole salmon, man. My mom didn't eat like any of it. She took like a few bites. Eaten by Mozu. Don't digest Rika, Mozu! I already said I was gonna turn her into Orika Shake. Orika Grimace Shake. And I also said I was going to turn her into paste and spread her on toast. Ah! Thank you, Centeno! Surprise! Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I enjoy your surprise. What if I choked and died there? What if I choked and died from the surprise? What if that happened and I died? We never clickbait, so you know what time it is. We have to eat Rika. Oh. I was aiming for that. Haha, there's no sound yet. Haha. Get wrecked. You would point and laugh. Yeah. You would point and laugh at my death. I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, Mom. I devoured the salmon. There's only tiny baby pieces left. No. 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 Almost. No. 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 All gone! Yay. I mean, if there's a VTuber who'd find their own death funny. How can you guys get mad at me? How can you get mad at me for eating soap, but then say you would find my death funny? Did you even chew that? A little. Just a tiny bit. Thank you, Jojo. Thank you. I also got a muffin. This muffin tastes like Coca-Cola. The muffin is gone. I ate it in one bite. That sounds awesome, does it? Like carbonated? No, it tastes like cola flavor. It's chocolate though. If only I had a delicious Coca-Cola. Hey, I don't have any soda. I should go get a water though. I don't have any water here. Hold up. Lunchtime almost over. Lunchtime almost over. Then we can continue. I need a water because I have a feeling I'm about to do a lot of screaming. Trying to guess. I got a water bottle. And I must confess, I also got a banana. It's the last banana. Okay, here's my reasoning. The banana, it's the last banana of the bunch and it's starting to turn brown. I have to eat it now or it will go bad. It will go bad. I have to eat it now. I gotta eat this banana right now. See? Even my dogs agree. They're like, yeah, eat the banana. You could make a sandwich with it though. No, I don't have any more bread. Yeah, eat it now. Yeah. Banana. Okay. How many bites can I finish the banana in? Wait, hold up. Let's take a guess, a poll. Does a banana take me? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see. I turned into a demon. Dark Mozu! You guys are saying one is winning, but is that correct? Are you being a little too ambitious with that? You might be a little too ambitious with that. What size banana though? It's a sizable banana. Sizable banana. I changed it to 3 if you really try. Does licking count as a bite? How would licking make me eat the banana faster? You can do it? You guys think I can do it in 1 bite? No less than 3. Alright. You can do it if you try. We believe in you. Alright. Here goes the banana. What? But that was one bite. I mean, not that I finished in one bite. I mean, that was the equivalent of one bite that I just ate. So there's one tiny bite left. I didn't get the whole banana in. I ate 3/4 of the banana in one bite, and then there's 1/4 left. Well, and that's it. Nah, mom. Banana gone. Hey! Ale? Thank you, Mopolo King. Thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. You're pregnant now? What? I voted 2, let's go. Yeah, it ended up being 2. Ended up being 2. 2 had the lowest amount of votes too. 2 was the underdog. It was right. You guys gotta pay up. It was 2. It was very close to 1, I'll say that. Like the last bite was a baby bite. I just couldn't fit any more in the first one. I couldn't fit any more in the first one. Like it was like partially down my throat. When I filled my mouth, it was partially down my throat already. So like I couldn't fit any in without throwing up. That's why I gagged. I was like, Thank you, Trucky. Thank you. Thank you very much. I did devour. I wish I had another banana. Dang it! Training arc when? I don't know if I need that. Yeah, bye. It's just a banana. It's not like it did not look sexy, which is probably what a lot of you were thinking. It looked like a frog. I looked like a frog trying to swallow a mouse. Like what? Like the legs sticking out of my mouth, like choking. I just got water on myself. I squeezed the bottle when I opened it. What? I was gonna say, should I drink the whole water bottle now? And then I remembered that if I do that, I will 100% throw up. Because, like, you should never chug water after eating a banana. Bananas are like... They're like tummy twisters. Hold on. Oh, that tasted awful. Ugh. It was salmon, banana, and chocolate. That was disgusting. Ew. Blah. Gross. Blah. What the? What is a sizable banana asking for a friend? A sizable banana? This banana is like a foot long. I would guess at least. It's about like it's like three-fourths the length of my three-fourths the length of my forearm. Wait, what? No, not like that! That's a big banana, isn't it? A foot-long banana? God damn it. What the fuck ever. Can we just watch a little girl get killed? Can we just watch, like, little girl murder? Huh? Can we be normal? Please? Please? Please! The one that brought it up. Somebody else! I didn't... guys are the worst! When I said direct your lascivious gaze my direction, I didn't mean this violently. Just talk about them. No! I'm gonna throw up! What do you mean, oh, this is less than 2%? What does that mean? This moment is better. There's exactly 69. No! Mm. I'm not sure how else you're supposed to react to you bragging about swelling. I didn't think... It was like... I don't know, because I just bragged about eating the entire salmon. I was like, look how fast I ate the... Okay, look, this is exactly what I did. Why is the banana more important? I ate the entire salmon. I ate the entire muffin in one bite. And then I was like, how many bites take me to eat a banana? I bragged about each one, and then when it gets to the banana, suddenly it's like... Talked about putting in all... I did though! Because, okay, when you put it... How do I take it back? What do I have to do? What do I have to do to take it back? What do I have to do to take it back? What do I do? You did remind... Someone asked me how long it was! Too late now, you can't... Can I do anything? Are you genuinely unhappy with it? What do I do? Not even a membership. It's almost over. No! Just play the game. You're the one. I am not the one dragon. You see chat right now? Do you see how many Mozu Yabs keep flying by? This is not my... It's kind of my fault, but not exactly my fault. It's a two-way street. Okay. Alright, the city planning made this street go 2 ways. Left or right. I'm so say-so, guys. I'm the most... okay, I never said that. I know I never said that. Maybe I said I wish I was say-so, but... it's not like that! It's not like that. This isn't even a voice back. You said we weren't horny enough. You've changed. You're no longer the Mozumites I used to know. Pretty sure it's a one-way street, though. It's not. It's literally 2. Literally 2. Don't chat for your folly, Mozu. What do you mean? What do you mean don't chat for your folly? So you get upset when we don't react, get upset when we do. Yeah, you should know this about women already. Ah! Is this not what you wanted? I wanted to eat a fucking banana! I'm going insane! And you sure did. At what cost? At what cost? Mika, are you dead? Are you dead?
After hanging up on Shion, I searched for Rika-chan's phone number on my school's contact list.
Why would she have a phone? Well, I guess they have a house phone, I suppose. So anyways, yeah.
We're done! We're done! There it is! My fingers trembled with urgency and I failed multiple times to put in the simple 5-digit number.
Keiichi, are you calling someone at this hour? It's late and it's being rude to the other person.
That doesn't matter right now! I shouted angrily at my mother, listening to the dial tone. Pick up! Come on, pick up!
Huh?
The time was 11 p.m. It certainly wasn't early. It was essentially the middle of the night. Had Rika-chan already gone to bed? Her phone would be ringing constantly though, so would she get back up for me? Rika-chan didn't pick up. She didn't pick up! She didn't pick up! Maybe she just happened to miss it! Maybe her bed was just too far away from the phone? The sound of a phone ringing gets clearer and clearer the longer you go on sleeping. Then, the bathroom. Yeah, she must be taking a bath! If that was the case, then even if she heard the phone, she wouldn't be able to pick up. It was a little late to be taking a bath, but it was possible she normally took baths right before going to bed. I'll wait 30 minutes, then try calling again. Even as I was thinking that, I called her house over and over again.
Moshimoshi, Oyashiro desu. At this point, just run to her house.
I kept calling. Over and over again and again, I kept on calling her, but she didn't pick up even once. I think I kept trying for about 30 minutes. Yet, she wasn't picking up. Were my phone calls so persistent that she had gotten scared of picking up the receiver? No, that couldn't possibly be it. There was no point in doing this any longer. The best thing to do would to be go there in person. Where was Rika-chan's house, though? Shit. I've never even asked her where she lived. Her residence was written there in the contact list, but it was an address with mostly numbers, so I couldn't tell where it was just by reading it. Isn't there a map or something in here? Rika Furude. Her last name was Furude. It was a bit of an odd last name, so it might be easy to find. Thinking that, I rummaged around the drawer in the phone book, but could only find things like takeout menus and phone numbers for public establishments.
Does he live at, yeah, wouldn't he just go to the shrine?
Shit! I tore one thing after another out of the drawer, but I didn't come up with any clues as to where Rika-chan's house was. Calm down, Keiichi Mayubara. If you don't know, then just ask! Ask someone who does know. That's it. Reina's gotta know. I looked up Reina's phone number on the contact list. Reina Ryugu. There she was.
Let's tell more people, yeah. Hello? This is Ryugu. Oh, it's not her. The opposite.
Hello, this is Ryugu.
It was the voice of a grumpy-sounding man. It must have been Reina's father. I am calling in the middle of the night. I need to be polite. I'm sorry for calling so late at night. This is Mayabara. Is there any chance that Reina-san is around?
Reina's taking a bath. Oh, she's done? Reina, there's a friend of yours on the phone.
Oh,
Reina?
I'm sorry. What's the difference?
Oh, right. Reina Ryugu was her real name, wasn't it? I'd gotten so used to calling her Reina that hearing her real name caught me a little off guard.
Hello? This is Reina.
It's me, Keiichi. Sorry for calling so late.
Kirispica? What do you need at a time like this? Oh gosh, why does she have this? Why is she like this now?
Well, actually, I wanted to know where Rika-chan's house is. Reina seemed a little appalled that I called her for something like that at this hour. However, she spoke her next words seriously, as if she caught on to how urgent my need was.
Okay. Sure. You know the assembly hall on the grounds of the Furude Shrine? There's a 2-story shack used for storage behind it. That's where she lives. What? She lives in a shack? No. What? I hope they do it more because I like hearing you say it. No! It's so cute though. But she didn't talk like that before. She lives in a shack? Hobbit. Well, not a hobbit. They have like a shire. What is she more like? A hobo. She's a hobo.
I couldn't immediately visualize the place, but as long as I knew she lived on the shrine grounds, I'd just have to take a look around. Got it! Thanks. Sorry again for calling so late. Apologize to your dad for me too, would you?
Okay, but Kirispica, why do you want to know where Rika-chan lives?
Reina asked in an unusually sharp way, halting me before I could hang up the phone. I hesitated for a moment about whether to tell her. He was killed because I told him.
Kirispica, if you're still listening, could you answer me? Why are you asking where Rika-chan lives at a time like this?
Reina affected her usual tone, but beneath her words lay a certain tension, like she'd intuitively sensed something was wrong. What will you do, Keiichi? If it's Reina, can't I tell her?
No, you moron! Stop telling people! Clearly bad things happen when you tell them. Just say, say something vague like a premonition. No, just tell her, like,
I can't talk right now, it's urgent. I'll tell you tomorrow.
Right? How would you do that? You don't have time to explain this or, like, mull over whether or not the ethics and the morals and the outcomes. Just be like,
can't talk right now, bye!
Tell her to come over for the panada opening. No!
He was killed because he found out.
I revealed everything, so he was killed!
It's gone! Nana is being serious! Please answer me!
Nana asked me once again in a tone so forceful I couldn't imagine her ever using it normally. I was taken aback by her vigor. Nana was Rika-chan's friend too. She had the right to be concerned about Rika-chan disappearing. If I told Nana, then, even if only for a moment, I could drive away my horrifying fears.
Llama, my nose, yeah.
Nana, well, I can't exactly tell you why, but...
Yes?
Nana's tone was serious itself. Just from that tone, I could feel her saying, no matter what you say, Keiichi-kun, I'll believe you. That subtle sense of security gave me the courage to reveal the truth.
You moron!
I have a feeling that Rika-chan is in danger.
You mean like a premonition? Or do you have some reason to believe she's in danger?
I really didn't have time to go back and forth with Nana about this. Still, I think listening to her calm voice soothed my pointless impatience. I don't have much reason, but... Yet, I still hesitated. I had told Rika-chan that we snuck into the ritual storehouse. The mayor, to whom Shion had confessed before that, had already disappeared. So it was possible that Rika-chan also... I didn't know how to explain it to Reina. While I was tongue-tied, Reina spoke up.
Uh-oh. She's like, sorry for asking something so weird, but does it have anything to do with you sneaking into the ritual storehouse? I thought about it, and it isn't like you need to be sure.
Reina laughed a little, seeming a bit absent-minded. I wasn't exactly in the mood to laugh, so this time I was dumbfounded. Reina continued in a cheerful yet purposeful voice.
He would pee his pants on the spot, yeah. You're right about a friend. I don't think you need a reason to go check on them. Even if Rika-chan was asleep and you ended up waking her up, if that was why you did it, then none of us would be mad.
Reina, thank you.
Okay then, Kirispica. Just one thing. You called Rika-chan's house, right? Then you just couldn't get through, so that's why you asked me where her house is.
Yeah, that's right. I must have called her for over 10 minutes. She could just be sleeping and not have noticed.
Rika-chan's house is really small, She would definitely hear the phone ringing even if she was asleep. Satoko-chan in there too. So there's no way either of them would notice. What? Satoko lives in the shack with her?
Huh? Satoko, you mean she's living with Mika-chan?
Yeah. You didn't know? Well, we can talk about that later. Anyway, if you called that much and no one answered, then something's definitely wrong. The lolly. Oh my god. Satoko's not part. She's not part of any of the three families, right? Hojo. She's Hojo, right? So she's not part of the three families, right? Right? Thinking so hard. No, I don't believe so. Okay. Alright. She is one of the families, I think. She is? Hojo. Or is the third... So the mayor family is, Kimiyoshi. Is that that's the last name? Is it? Kimiyoshi's the last name? So it's Kimiyoshi, Sonozaki, and Furure. Okay, yeah. Rika, the mayor, and Mion. Okay. Mion, Shion. Alright. Reina always managed to say the most unsettling things, yeah.
Reina understood that the situation wasn't normal far faster than I could have ever imagined her to. It made her seem dependable. However, the fact that Reina had acknowledged this also meant that the best case possibility of it just being the result of my own needless fears went out the window. I'll go to Rika-chan's house right now. Will you come with me? I can show you the way.
Oh, wait. Oh no, this is Reina. I'll go to Rika-chan's house right now. Will you come with me? I can show you the way.
Sounds good. Let's meet up at the same place as usual. I'll be waiting for you.
No, wait. I'll come get you at your house. You just wait there, and I'll tell your family you're coming with me to Rika-chan's house, okay?
Will that be okay? We might lose time if you come here.
Did you call me Chan too? She's really dependable at times like these. If you haven't, then I'll give her a call. No! Reina, no!
My thoughts froze for a moment. Shion had just told me to be careful around Mion during our phone conversation a little while ago. If the Sonozaki main house was somehow lurking behind the surface of the annual freak deaths, then the current heir to the family, Mion, wouldn't be uninvolved. So that doesn't mean that she wasn't uninvolved in what happened this year to Takano-san and Tomitake-san, and also the mayor's disappearance?
Yeah, my nose. Okay, bye! I'll be right over! Wait for me! Shit. We believe Shion isn't involved, yeah, because she's got her feminine wiles. Nico also said to be wary of Mion. Yeah, be wary of both of them, they're both crazy.
Now wasn't the time to be doubting Mion. I needed to make sure Rika-chan was safe.
Uh-oh.
I got changed and grabbed the key to my bike. I figured things would go more smoothly if we met up in the place we usually do before school. Reina wouldn't need to come all the way to my house. My parents would probably have objected if I told them I was leaving, so I creeped out without a word. The night was unusually warm and disagreeably humid.
You should be doubting literally everyone, Keiichio.
She said Rika-chan and Satoko live together, right? Then it wasn't only Rika-chan. Satoko wasn't there either? Realizing what them living together really meant caused my thoughts to immediately take a turn for the worse. That can't be! She's got nothing to do with any of this! Even if there were a reason for Rika-chan to disappear, there shouldn't be one for Satoko! was really fast. She approached me on her bike at an amazing speed. Her breath was ragged, painting a clear picture of just how hurriedly she'd been going. Hey, Reina! Let's get going!
Kichi-kun! I thought I told you to wait at your house!
Lena's expression was all business. Was she mad? It came out of the blue and I faltered for a moment. Well, I just figured it'd be faster to meet up here.
Kichi-kun, don't you get it?
Lena shouted, clearly angry. I'd never seen Lena like this before. Do I get it? What's the problem? Lena seemed to notice she was scaring me and took a couple deep breaths, then continued as if admonishing me, but her expression didn't soften at all.
Kichi-kun. The whole village is in an uproar right now that the elder disappeared, right?
Yeah?
Now you're telling me that Rika-chan and Satoko-chan aren't where they're supposed to be, right?
Yeah? That about sums it up.
Then you need to be more careful! Do you have any idea how dangerous it is to be standing out here alone in the middle of the night?
Well, I began to understand where Lena's anger was coming from.
You told your family you'd been going to Rika-chan's house with me, didn't you? So that in the worst case scenario, if you and I were to disappear, people would know when and where we did.
Lena was perfectly level-headed in this emergency situation. Ever since the night of the Watanagashi.
It is funny how she has an angry expression with her little cutesy hands up. Unholstered meat grabbers, yeah. Praying mantis pose. Kichi getting schooled by a woman that ends her sentences with a star, SMH, yeah.
Every night, someone had died or disappeared. On the night itself, Takano-san and Tomitake-san met strange ends. On the next night, the elder vanished. Now, on the next night after that, Rika-chan and Satoko were nowhere to be found. I hadn't been thinking of anyone but myself, but it wasn't enough to say that Hinamizawa was a little weird at the moment. It was, in fact, extremely strange.
What do you mean you haven't been thinking of anyone but yourself? You've been thinking of everyone. What? You've been thinking of Rika? You literally just thought about Satoko. You've been thinking about Mion. You've been thinking about Shion. You have not been thinking about anyone but yourself. What are you talking about? You've been thinking about Oishi. Was he thinking though? Well, they came into his thoughts. I didn't say he was critical. I didn't say he was like smart about it or anything.
Reina had even anticipated our own disappearances, and had told me to tell my family where I was going. I was embarrassed at my own carelessness, and the need to be embarrassed had me afraid. Made me afraid of the night. Sorry, I didn't tell them yet.
Okay, then let's go tell them together.
With Lena beside me, I wheeled back towards my house. The moon seemed strangely high in the sky. A sky that was uselessly vast and cold. So that no matter what, it would never seem to me like a dream. This cruel fact had already confronted me. On such a crazy night, Lena had been unimaginably dependable. Hinamizawa's metamorphosis, enough to make Lena caution me against carelessness, was to me the most fearsome thing of all. The moon seemed strangely high in the sky.
The way her face transitioned into the mood was very cinematic, yeah.
We met up with Mion on the way, and she of course was unsure whether to believe me about Rika-chan and Satoko-chan's disappearance.
Kei-chan, are you serious? I'm going to get really mad if this is a joke.
Mion was clearly displeased. If this were a joke, it wasn't very funny. I understood how indiscreet my words were. Ever since the day before yesterday, someone had either died or vanished every night. Rika-chan and Satoko disappearing after all that was something you just couldn't say, even in jest.
Rita, if it really is a joke, don't get mad. Smile. It would be a joke after all. We need to go make sure whether it's a joke or not.
You're right. Sorry for getting upset.
However indiscreet a joke it may have been, if we learned that our friends were safe, it would end up as nothing more than a funny story. Having been warned about that by Lena, Meow gave a dry smile, the tension she felt loosening up a bit. She mounted her bicycle as well. Our 3 bicycle lights flashed down the pitch-black roads. They were some of the only illumination outside.
Kei-chan, why did you suddenly decide to call and ask about Rika-chan's house at a time like this?
Meow asked me the same thing that I had trouble explaining to Lena. Would it be weird to call it a premonition? I couldn't quite tell because it was dark, but I thought I could see Meow smiling very ambiguously. I definitely understood that she wasn't convinced, though, despite the darkness. Well, I had this bad dream while I was snoozing, and I couldn't get it out of my head.
So, did Rika-chan get kidnapped in the dream?
Well, it was more of a vague feeling sort of thing. If Rika-chan had answered the phone, I would have called you and Lena after that. Lies smoothly babbled out of my mouth, makeshift though they were. I was lying because I thought telling them I was connected to Shion would be like silently admitting we'd stolen into the ritual storehouse together that night. Mion didn't press me any further. I didn't know whether that convinced her, or maybe she'd figured out that making sure Rika-chan and Satoko were safe would be faster than making an issue out of it. I felt relieved and immediately a little guilty. Mion hadn't really been acting any differently these last few days, but I'm still trying to distance myself from her for some reason. It was only because of what I heard from Shion and Oishi-san, that she was the successor to some kind of super extravagant gang family. No. Was I just trying to force myself to forget? Don't do that, Keiichi Maebara. Wasn't it Mion who was the first to ask about the night of the Watanagashi? In such a harsh tone at that? Have I already forgotten the terror I felt? At the time, Mion looked like someone different from the Mion I knew. Almost like it's right on the tip of my tongue. I'm thinking about it. No, it couldn't be that. No. When I think about that Mion, then Shion and Oishi-san's descriptions of Mion made a tiny bit more sense. That's it, isn't it? If it wasn't for how she acted that day, then I wouldn't be feeling this way towards her now. What on earth was going on with her back then? I was conveniently thinking only of everything she had done after that. Well, disregarding the very first thing, the thing I should have been looking at the most, wasn't I? Mion was pedaling her bicycle in front of me, her long hair fluttering in the wind. No matter how I looked at her back, it never gave me answer to any of my questions. It just gave me more problems. Boing! We went all the way to the stone steps leading up to the shrine grounds. Of course, we weren't going to want to haul our bikes up there, so we parked them beside the staircase instead. So, this is the Furude Shrine. Everybody comes and goes as they please, as if it were a park, but this place is actually a grand estate owned by the Furude family.
Wait, who's saying this?
So the entire shrine is private property. It really makes you feel the passage of time. 10 or 20 years ago, it would have looked the exact same. Then, wouldn't that mean that the Furude family is really old? With a history going back for generations?
Ugh, that vomit tastes terrible. Yeah, they're gone. That's odd.
Lena said something clearly disquieting, so I ran over to her. What's wrong, Lena?
Rika-chan and Satoko-chan always leave their bicycles here. See? They're gone.
I took a look around. Indeed, there were no bicycles aside from the ones we'd taken to get here.
Couldn't they have parked them somewhere else?
Oh my god. Oh yeah. The tips kind of muddle things since I don't know what Keiichi does or doesn't know. He doesn't know that the police are coming. Keiichi doesn't know much stuff. They eloped. Ugh.
Could they have brought them up the stairs?
Those girls couldn't do that, Ichikan.
Just as she said that, I couldn't imagine Rika-chan and Sadako lugging their bikes all the way up there. We hadn't yet knocked on Rika-chan's door, but reality was already sparking some ideas that weren't what you'd call good. Maybe they were just parked under some trees and we hadn't noticed them. I refused to believe that not being able to find their bikes here was proof they'd disappeared. Let's go! The only way to be sure is to check their house. We all nodded and dashed up the stone steps. We passed through the red arch and came out into the shrine grounds, which was covered in neat gravel. It was so quiet here, as though the Watanagashi festival had never happened. So, where's the house they live in?
Over here. Come with me. What if they live in the shack, the ritual implement shack? What if they live in that?
Reina took the lead and sprinted off. We went towards the assembly hall, towards the shrine, and then looped around behind it. In the darkness of the night, we found a small prefab, 2-story shack that looked like a warehouse.
The lights are off. Are they sleeping?
Let's knock.
Reina and Mion neared the shack, which didn't really look like a place people would live. They had such a beautiful shrine, so I figured they'd live in an equally beautiful house. It was far from what I expected.
Rika-chan! Satoko-chan! Are you there?
Reina shouted up towards the second floor. My voice was restrained at first, but it steadily grew louder. No answer. In fact, there wasn't any sort of activity in the house at all.
They might be sleeping. Let's wake them up.
Mion banged on the shutter with both hands, but the loud sounds echoed into our surroundings. They would have to notice this much noise. They would turn on the light in their room, fling open the window, and yell, "What time do you think it is?" That, however, wasn't happening. There was absolutely no response. Mion stopped slamming her fist on the shutter and a sudden silence fell over us. The silence aroused terrible thoughts in us. I could feel the blood draining from my face.
It's locked. I wonder if we can get in somehow.
Lena showed no signs of stopping. It didn't look like she would admit they weren't there until we went inside and saw for ourselves. The refusal to give in gave me strength. The second-story windows wouldn't be locked. I'll give them a try.
Kei-chan, a ladder.
Mion brought over a ladder that was standing against the house. The footing was a little unstable for me to be climbing it, but Mion held the ladder firmly in place for me. I hadn't climbed too many ladders. My inexperience with them exposed, I climbed up one step at a time and tried to open each window on the second floor.
Rin-chan, I'm going to go and check the main house just to be sure, okay? I'll be right back.
Lena darted away. What? A main house? It's the Furude family's actual house. After her parents passed away, I think it's been left like that.
Wait, who's saying this?
It's the Furude family's actual house. After her parents passed away, I think it's been left like that.
Right. Rika-chan's parents. They passed away, huh? At that point, I recalled something else. Wasn't Satoko living here too?
Satoko's also an orphan. Her parents fell from a cliff because of Oyashiro-sama's curse. Then her older brother, Satoshi-kun, he disappeared.
Satoshi? I've heard that name before.
Wait, what? So they're two little orphans with no parents, like no people taking care of them, living in a shack behind a shrine? They really are hobos.
I remembered. He was the one who disappeared last year because of the curse.
Ever since then, Satoko and Rika-chan have been living in this shack. Neither of them has any family, but at least they're together. They help each other out.
Reina said main house, didn't she? Wouldn't it be easier to live there? The curtains were drawn, so I couldn't get a good look inside to see, but 2 young girls living together seemed like a pretty tough life.
Satoshi was Satoko's only other family? That's weird. Well, her parents are dead. Not related by blood, at least. Stepsisters. It's a bit more complicated with Satoko. We'll save that for another chapter. Imagine not being ladder certified. It's actually a stepladder. Maybe Reina really should take them home. Yeah, seriously, what the heck? They probably would be better taken care of in a basement. Okay.
I think she tried that at first. She said it was hard though, because it reminded her of her parents.
I had no idea. I feel really bad for them. They were normally so cheerful at school that I never even realized an atom of this. Rika-chan and Satoko-chan. They have it hard, huh?
She's cursed.
Huh? Suddenly, Meow said something in a low voice. That it sounded like she was really cursing someone. And I didn't let it slide. I turned around the ladder to face her and asked again. Meow, what did you just say?
I said she's cursed.
Meow, still holding onto the ladder, brought her head up to look me in the eyes. As soon as our eyes met, an absolute zero jolt of electricity surged through my body. Meow's eyes clouded over, and within them boiled and bubbled a stew of chaos. They whirled around and round like a raging sea, and bubbles floated to the surface. I had at some point been trapped on this ladder, like being cornered on a dead-end street. Meow, you... Why are you making that face? I intended to follow that up with, "You're going too far with this joke," and gave her a forced smile. However, on such uneven footing as I was, the only thing that came out of my mouth was a hoarse groan as I desperately struggled to not let nausea overwhelm me.
Satoko Hojo. She has been cursed by Oyashiro-sama.
Meow answers with a response to something I never asked, as if replying to somebody else's question.
The only people who fell from the park observation platform were her parents. Only her parents, who treated her like dirt, died that day. She was the only one to survive. Then she was sent to live with her aunt, who treated her cruelly, and the aunt was killed on the night of Otanagashi by some deviant, who beat her to death so violently that her brains were everywhere, and her head an entirely different shape by the end of it. Then Satoshi-kan, who always protected her, he suddenly disappeared on her birthday. Someone made him disappear, even though he wasn't abusing her. The police judged him to have run away from home, but Satoshi-kan wasn't the kind of person who would do that. He was always earnest. He would never ask for anyone else's help. He would always drag himself through everything with hard work alone. He worked so hard he nearly ground his bones to dust, all for his one and only little sister. And yet, someone made him disappear. She was the only thing he lived for. And yet, someone made him disappear. Poor Satoshi-kun. He was never rewarded, that Satoshi-kun. How ungrateful that child is. She is cursed. All who get near her suffer the same fate. The curse kills them, or the curse makes them disappear. She cannot have any relief. She cannot have any relief. It's probably Satoko's fault that Rika-chan disappeared too. It has to be, 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 has to be, it has to be, it has to.
Meow was mumbling words over and over that were no longer coherent. Her shoulders were trembling so hard I could feel it through the ladder. I almost lost my footing, which made me realize just how far away from the ground I really was. Calm down, Meow! I don't know what you're talking about! I wasn't sure if she even heard me. Meow rocked back and forth, and that rocking and trembling was becoming even more violent. Help me! The ladder! It's falling! Help me! Help! Just then, I heard the sound of many people running towards us. Oh, over here! I very nearly said help me outright. 4 or 5 adults led by Dana ran over with flashlights.
Kirispica! Me-chan! Sorry I took so long. I borrowed the key.
Oh, nice one. Seems all the windows and doors are perfectly sealed. I was getting worried.
When I heard Meow talking like nothing had just happened, I again felt a chill run through me. The person currently holding the ladder in place was definitely Meow. It was the real Meow Sonozaki. Then, the person muttering to themselves just a few seconds ago. Who was that? The person who was mumbling about terrible things like curses. Who was that? I jumped down from the ladder as if running away, before Meow turned into that person who wasn't Meow a second time. The adults tried a few different keys on the keyring as they tried to open the big shutter on the first floor.
Nika-chan's house used to be a disaster shelter for the town council. So the key to the shutter is still kept in the mayor's house.
It's Rika-chan's and Sadako's private residence now, though. Well, this is on Rika-chan's property anyways. Nobody complains about it.
Meow gave me a smile as she said that. I, however, could only return her gaze with an aghast expression. Meow was acting all too normal now, but that was only contrasted with all the more sharply with her earlier un-Meow-like creepiness.
Nothing strange here, move along, yeah.
Bang! The shutter opened up for the first time in a very long while. Reina located the light switch and wasted no time going inside. I followed her in.
Nika-chan! Sadako-chan! If you're here, say something!
We climbed a narrow staircase. It looked like nothing more than a warehouse, but now that I was inside, I could feel how lived in it was. It was a person's home. Somehow, the scent of the two of them filled the place. This was definitely where Rika-chan and Satoko lived. The first floor doubled as a town assembly warehouse, but the second floor was a space entirely for living. Just a one-room apartment past the kitchen was a living room taking up about 150 square feet. Dressers, cupboards, and the like were packed into the space, and in the corner was a huge pile of clothes that appeared to have just been taken in from drying outside. In the center of the living room was a fold-up table, and on it were small containers for things like soy sauce and salad dressing. The sense of a frugal lifestyle drifted up from all of it. It was strange that they weren't here in the middle of the night like this. The adults climbing the stairs one at a time began to make a fuss and talk amongst themselves.
So? Not here!
They're not here! This is definitely weird.
The village had just thrown into chaos yesterday because of the mayor's disappearance. And then today, even Rika-chan and Satoko had... Were they out playing somewhere together? That can't be.
Their bicycles weren't here, though.
Where would they have gone so late? Have they just not come back yet? Where did they go? The adults put forth various possibilities and the house immediately devolved into a state of confusion. Eventually, Meow settled them down.
I don't want to believe it, but the mayor, Kimiyoshi, disappeared yesterday. We can't say that this is unrelated.
The faces paled. The adults' faces paled at Meow's declaration. Mine and Lena's did as well.
Let's see. They could have gone nearby for some tea or something, then accidentally fallen asleep. Whoever invited them might just not be able to wake them up at all, too. Let's eliminate that possibility first. Makino-san, please go around to the houses near the stream. Keitaro-san, go look near Oyaga Lake. Okamura-san,
Meow promptly gave directions to the villagers. The adults followed them without hesitation despite her age.
We'll remain here and call up anyone we can think of on the phone. Okay, everyone, you have your orders. Got it!
The adults all roared in reply and pounded back down the stairs below. And then Meow turned to us and pulled out her gat that she's been carrying inconspicuously this entire time.
Mommy-chan, you're not only the chairperson of the school, but you're Namizawa too! Are the audience being told this to give credibility to Shion's earlier comment? Her earlier comment? That Satoko is cursed? Oh, like we're... Okay, yeah, I see it. Not me on Shion. Can you do an Ash Ketchum impression? No! No, making it seem like Mion is a leader, yeah. Wait, who's this? Is this me or is this Mion? Oh, it's Mion.
No time for jokes! Hey, step aside. This old man is using the phone.
Meow grinned proudly, took the receiver, and got started. Lena gave Meow a trusting look, considering her dependable for doing all of this. My feelings, though, were a little more complicated, since her leadership seemed to be affirming the Sonozaki family successor impression that Shion and Oishi-san had given me. Stop right there, Keiichi Maibara. None of that matters right now. The most important thing is to make sure Rika-chan and Satoko are safe.
Hey, don't say that! That's evil! That's an evil thing you just said. That is an evil thing you just said. Even though her shirt does look like a banana peel.
Let's see. Couldn't there be a clue hinting at where they might have gone somewhere in this room? Still, though, I wouldn't know what to look for anyway. If we tore the whole place apart and figured out what was different from before, we might be able to speculate, but there was nothing strange about this room, and there were no clues in sight. In the first place, I had never been here before. There was no way for me to know what was different if I didn't know how the room usually looked.
Oh my god, if someone came into my office, they'd be like, oh my god, this place, it looks like a tornado came through. She must have been kidnapped. And they'd be like, no, she just lives like this. No, that's just what she just lives like that. That's just what she's like.
Hey, don't give up, Keiichi Maibara. Stop thinking and start looking. For something! In search of something, I tried pulling open the dresser drawers and opened the windows. I didn't uncover anything meaningful, though. Lena, also unable to stand around doing nothing, was looking around the room like I was. Lena, I don't think you'll find Rika-chan by opening the refrigerator or the cabinet under the sink.
I just thought they might be hiding. Help!
As we were searching, it got noisy outside. Villagers were quickly assembling here, having heard the commotion. Of course, a lot of them are probably people Meow had called.
I'll go tell everyone what's going on. The police will be here sooner or later, too. We'll need to explain the situation to Oishi.
Meow began descending the stairs, and we followed her out to the front of the house. There were already around 10 adults here, and all of them looked uneasy. I suddenly noticed that the old people from the shrine were here as well, and they were praying for Rika-chan's safety, rubbing their prayer beads. this had gotten bad. This wasn't just a problem between friends anymore.
Ryo-chan, is it true that Rika-chan and Sadako-chan aren't anywhere to be found?
The villagers all formed a ring around Mion, swarming her. Mion raised her right hand as if silently telling them to calm down.
First, let's check every house according to the town's council notification division and see if they're visiting anyone. After all, they could be fast asleep at someone's house and totally unaware that we're looking for them.
It would definitely be hard for someone to wake up Rika-chan if she'd just eaten a good full meal and fallen asleep like a kitten afterwards.
Oh, how nice it would be if that were the case. I don't want to think about this, but it's also possible something bad has happened.
Mion's face grew remarkably more grim, and a wave of silence washed over the adults.
Please don't call Rika a kitten. Yeah, she's not your kitten, Keiichi, you freak.
We should divide up the work, too. We'll go around to all the places we went.
Oh, I cannot speak today.
We'll go around to all the places we went last night while looking for the mayor.
We'll go look around the damn construction site as best we can. You guys go search around the school.
Right! Let's get a move on. Come on, let's go! All of you were up all night looking for the mayor. I know you're all low on sleep, but please, do your best! Got it!
With that as their signal, the adults scattered in every direction. I figured I should scatter somewhere as well, so I started walking unsteadily in the direction no one else had gone in. I was getting farther and farther from people.
Uh-oh.
I didn't feel scared or anything, though. If someone were made to disappear, Shion and I would be first. It would have been perfectly normal for me to be scared of the dark. However, I didn't feel that way. Why was that? It was because tonight, someone had already disappeared. So nobody else would disappear tonight. It would take some time before I, exhausted as I was, feel guilt at the cause of my own selfish sense of relief.
Wow. Keiichi, yeah. Got it with triple question marks, yeah. Rika, but she's on the Discord Nitro Grand shit. No! She would though, she is manipulative.
Suddenly my vision cleared, and a cold wind caressed my body.
It's clearly a daytime picture you put a dark filter on.
This was the hill from which you could see the whole village. Looking down from this hill, I could see lights on here and there, and knew that the entire village had woken from its slumber. First Takano-san and Tometake-san, then the mayor, and now even Rika-chan and Satoko had been sacrificed, and word of it was spreading everywhere. The strength in my knees left me. This could no longer be a joke. We could have found them. Mion would have told me I was a worrywart, and Rena would have just been glad we did. And they would have smiled at me. My hopes disappeared as if I was awakening from a dream. That was what the view I could see was telling me. Following my knees, my arms both went forward onto the ground and I clawed at it with my nails. I couldn't figure out if I was feeling sorrow or frustration. Is this my fault? I couldn't endure the burden of my own sin, and I had just told Rika-chan about it. They had nothing to do with it, but Rika-chan and even Sadako had been sacrificed. It was like a cross that she and I would each have to bear the weight of until we ourselves were erased. Well, if I'm going that far, then the problem started long before that. My original sin of breaking taboo and entering the ritual storehouse without asking. I knew I shouldn't have gone in there from the start. Yet I lost out to cheap curiosity. I hadn't felt so angry at myself until this very moment. There was a crunching sound. I wasn't even interested in who made the noise. despondent as I was.
Kirispica! Kirispica! Are you okay?
It was Reina. Perhaps my clawing at the ground made it look as if I was having stomach pains. She ran over and rubbed my back like she was trying to make me feel better. This is all my fault. It's because of me. It's my fault.
Huh? Kirispica's fault. You didn't do anything wrong. Please don't blame yourself for this.
I could tell Reina was doing her best to choose the right words out of consideration for me. That's why I could sense her intent behind those words. Keiichi-kan, you know why Rika-chan and Satoko-chan disappeared, don't you? Is what she really meant to say. Because it was an emergency. Reina had ignored the reason why I wanted to make sure Rika-chan was safe, but now that we'd actually confirmed her disappearance, it was only natural Reina would start to wonder about why. However, with the situation having gone this far, I couldn't possibly tell her now. I didn't want to admit that Rika-chan and Satoko had disappeared, but I couldn't let Reina disappear either.
Kirispica, you stay here out in the wind. You'll catch a cold.
Reina sat down, bringing her eyes level with mine.
You told us that children should go back home to sleep.
Reina showed me her watch as she said that. It was long past 1 in the morning. Time was passing too quickly. Had I been crawling around here for that long?
If we don't sleep soon, we'll have trouble getting up for school tomorrow. Even the adults are really worn out, since they were up searching for the man last night too. They were saying something like they'd break up a little earlier tonight.
I was a little upset that they weren't allotting as much time to this as they had to search for the mayor last night, but that was something I, the cause of everything, had no right to criticize them for.
It's alright. The police arrived a little while ago. Look, there's police cars coming into the village right now.
Hearing that remark, I looked down at the village to see that there were indeed more cars than one would normally expect at this hour, coming from the darkness on the other side of the mountain. However, none of their emergency lights were on. Of course, their sirens weren't wailing either. That's right. All of the incidents that occurred after Watanagashi were seen as products of Oyashido-sama's curse and would be handled in secrecy. Rika-chan and Satoko too. Their disappearance would end up exactly like the other serial incidents in the past.
Surreptitious? Is that right? Am I saying that right?
Yeah.
Keiichi, what's with these big words? Surreptitious. 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 Okay.
Surreptitious. Unresolved. Declared a mystery.
Try saying it with a southern accent. Surreptitious.
Rika-chan's face. Her sweet face, like a Western doll's, would fade away. Satoko's smile, her energetic fang smile, would fade away. The more I tried to remember them, the less I would be able to. I deserved to be called an idiot 12 times over, and it wouldn't be enough. I couldn't hold back the tears at my own sheer stupidity.
Barbie? I think they mean like a baby doll. Ore? One thing. what you're blaming yourself for, Kichika. Or you should stop.
I wasn't about to deny it. I couldn't. Even so, I couldn't affirm it either. I wanted to at least keep Reina out of this. If she found out, she would become involved. Please, Reina, could you just leave me alone? Even if I wouldn't, I wouldn't be able to sleep. If I couldn't get to sleep then, I at least wanted to search for Rika-chan and Satoko until I collapsed. The entire village was looking, and yet they still hadn't been found. I don't think I'd be able to find them if I went looking alone at this point. Still, I had to do it. They disappeared. Because of me. I couldn't possibly go to sleep while their people are out there searching. I had said that to myself, in self-deprecation, but I had soon realized that Reina was silently trying to find the meaning in my mumblings. I realized I had misspoke.
It's Kichikan's fault? Why do you think that? Why?
That can't be. Kichikan, you're not at fault. I was happy that Reina sent these to me, but she only did so because she didn't know the truth. If she knew that everything had been caused by my breaking taboo on the night of the Watanagashi, then Reina would curse my existence. However, I can't even allow for those curses. That would mean confessing my own crimes to Reina. If I spilled even one word of having snuck into the ritual storehouse on the night of the Watanagashi, then even Reina could disappear tomorrow night. The gentle, spirited, always joking, always howling. But at a time like this, the most dependable person in the world, Reina, might disappear. I don't want that. Anything but that! This time, I need to bear my own cross. Alone.
I'll be right back. BRB. I'll be right back. I'm back. Years in the audit. This music score is great, yeah. I'm gonna give you a choice in the matter, Kichi, yeah. Welcome back. Tadaima! Tadaima! Okay,
I need to bear my own cross, alone.
Kichi-kan! I know that you always have your friends in your heart. I can really understand feeling like you want to kick yourself. Reina knows though that it's not Kichi-kan's fault. You didn't do anything wrong, Kichi-kan. And I know that.
You know that? The shivering in my veins rushed up my back and replaced the sorrow in my heart with fear. I didn't tell her anything, did I? Maybe I accidentally said something that caused Reina to figure it out? This is bad! Now Lena will disappear! Lena will disappear! Lena will disappear! Then Lena, the same way I always did, grabbed my head and began to pet it roughly.
Kirispica, are you thinking that Lena might disappear now too? Because of Oyashiro-sama's curse?
What?
She puts more force into the hand rubbing my head.
You don't need to worry about that. Lena isn't going anywhere. I promise.
Why? How can you say that with such confidence? I mean, someone's been sacrificed every night so far. There was no proof that it wouldn't happen again tomorrow night. There was even less proof after that the sacrifice wouldn't be Nena. I don't care who you are. Just, please, if you're going to erase someone, erase me first. Please stop cruelly getting rid of people we're close to. Like the mayor for Shion and Nika-chan and Satoko for me. Shion's hysterical shouting came back to mine. They must be planning to kill us last of all. They're not killing the first people who come to mind. They start by killing those we're close to. And then, they caused us so much pain, they'll kill us. That must be what they're doing. Reina, please, don't disappear. Please don't. As long as I'm still here, I can no longer conceal the sobs welling up within me.
Come on, Kirispica. Crying doesn't suit you. Let's go back to the others. The housewives are cooking some miso soup for us. It'll warm you up and calm you down.
Lena prompted me to stand. I didn't have the energy to oppose her, so I stood as she urged me to. We returned to the shrine grounds to find several gas stoves there with miso soup in big pots.
I think it does suit him actually. Yeah, he's a little crab baby.
Many villagers there sipped at the soup they were given in dead, stony silence. Their expressions were absolutely exhausted. Everyone had just been running around the village until a little while ago. And the jury looks on their faces, though I assumed they hadn't come up with anything yet.
Kei-chan, where did you go? I was worried you disappeared too.
Sorry. Leon held out some miso soup for me, but I refused the offer. I didn't have much of an appetite.
Kei-chan, how is it? Did you find any clues?
Leon took a sip of her soup, her expression frank.
None at all. School ended, and they went home. Then, the two of them went somewhere on their bicycles. Moreover, nobody ever saw them riding their bikes, so...
When it gets dark out in Hinamizawa, people quickly vanish from the streets. Aside from adults hurrying back home from town in cars or on bicycles, it was normal to see nobody walking around outside. It wasn't at all strange that nobody had seen Rika-chan and Satoko riding their bikes.
It was the same last night with the mayor. There's no hope.
She doesn't seem that bothered by it. I thought they were closer with Rika. Well, she did, they probably want them to die.
Mion's apathetic tone pricked my nerves, but then anger quickly subsided. She had been doing all sorts of things to try and find Rika-chan until just a second ago. If I asked her, she'd probably say there was...
Oh my god.
If I asked her, she'd probably say she was up all night last night too, looking for the mayor, wouldn't she? She would have been far more fatigued than I was. Besides, what about me? What about me? I'd spent the time hunched over in indecision, all alone. I had no right to say anything about Mion.
Kei-chan, I know it's hard, but Let's turn in for the night. We just decided we should break up the search for now. Drink this and let's call it quits.
Is this the end?
Oh, no. Of course not. Once it's bright out again, we'll do a thorough search with the police's help. They could have gone to Okinomiya, too. People are... They're even saying we should go through all of Shishibone City investigating whether there are any witnesses for both the girls and the mayor. Anyway, what happened, Kei-chan? Where did you go off to? You vanished all of a sudden. I was really worried.
Suddenly I was on the receiving end, but I didn't have the willpower to respond. Sorry. I'll be more careful.
Nothing happened? There wasn't anyone suspicious spying on or stalking you? Nothing like that?
Meow demanded with a serious expression. I was being criticized for how inconsiderate I'd been, despite being in so much pain. I was frustrated I was being criticized, but it was my sin. My sin, and I must bear it alone. Nothing. I'll be careful either way. Sorry. Mia, now aware that nothing had happened, heaved a big sigh with her shoulders, looking relieved.
Oh!
Oh, my. I knew I smelled something good coming from over here. I'd be much obliged if you allowed me to have some.
We heard the repulsive voice of that fat man.
Be nice, Keiichi. He's epic.
It was Oishi-san, trailed by a handful of police officers. He was acting energetically in a way unfitting given the situation.
Wow, Keiichi. Yeah.
There's not much left, but you can have some if you want.
Mion didn't like Oishi-san very much. Her cold attitude, though, didn't seem to bother Oishi-san in the slightest.
Keiichi, he's been trying to save your ass the entire time. Yeah! Don't talk smack about him. Oishi is my Oshi. Yeah, he's my Oishi. El Gordo. El Gordo-san.
It was like splashing water in a frog's face.
Well now, miso soup leftovers have a bit too much salt for my taste. Confound it! Would you all like any?
He recommended it to his subordinates, but everyone gave dry smiles and refused.
So, oh my god, my voice cracked. My voice always cracked when I do Dana's voice, but that was pretty bad. So, have the police gotten any hold of any clues?
Lena's smile was warm enough to replace the miso soup.
Don't you worry, little missy. Everything's fine. We're searching for them real good.
He didn't say a word about having found any new clues. In other words, there had been no progress. It sure was an annoying way of beating around the bush.
In any case, it really has gotten late. All you youngsters should get on home and get some sleep. It'll be bad for your health otherwise.
Yeah. Kei-chan, Rena, get some rest. These guys get our tax money. We'll handle it from here.
Nah. My taxes? Maybe from you guys.
Hey, we're taxpayers too, you know. It's like we're drinking our own piss.
Oishi's a man of my kind. Put it there, old man. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Up high. Woo! Pour the Gatorade on him. No, not that one. The one that's not yellow. The greatest of pals, kindred spirits. Surely.
I really wasn't in the mood for laughter.
Oh, you sour sack.
In fact, Oishi-san was the only one laughing like an idiot.
Okay. Seriously, please do your best.
Wait, who's this? Is that Dana? Yeah, that's right. Okay, seriously, please do your best. Let's go home, Katie Kang. And it'll be harder to wake up tomorrow if we don't.
Yes, that's right. I can always bring you home if you need. Kuma-chan, why don't you bring the car around?
No thanks. We came on our bicycles, so...
No need to worry. We came in a truck. We'll just throw the bikes in the back.
We may have gotten pretty sleepy, but we just needed to ride home at this point. I didn't want to bother the police like that. Dana, however, nodded.
Okay, if you insist, we'd appreciate it. It's probably safer than if we went back alone.
When I thought about it carefully, I realized that Dana's idea was extremely rational.
Now that it's decided, let's get a move on, shall we?
Okay, bye. Good night, Dana, Kei-chan.
Yeah, me-chan, you go to bed soon too, okay? Good night.
I waved my hand as well, saying goodbye. Rika-chan and Satoko still hadn't been found. My unease, however, was steadily being pushed away by sleepiness. Dana showed the police where our bicycles were so that Oishi-san could haul them up to their truck. He prompted us to get back into the back seat. I could hear the springs squeaking as I sat down into a seat that would normally hurt my rear end, but at this point it was very soft. It was more than comfortable enough for me to fall asleep on.
Ladies first. We'll start with the little Mrs. House. Where do you live?
Thank you. My house is, well... I want an entire movie with male and female characters voiced entirely by you.
Lena's voice slowly grew distant. I felt myself being sucked into the void of sleep.
Hello? Maebara-san. Are you asleep back there?
When I came to, it was quiet. The car was parked. Oishi-san was giving me light slaps to the cheek. It didn't feel good at all, so I woke up immediately.
He's slapping him around.
I'm sorry, I just fell asleep. Something was being held right under my nose. A clump of metal? It was a can of coffee.
It's lukewarm by now, but cafe au lait is good even at room temperature.
You slick guy, you.
He's like, anyways, Rena's home now. When was the last time you saw Nika-chan?
Oh, thanks. I mechanically took the can and opened the pull top. The feeling of the warm, sweet liquid going down my throat awakened my sleepy mind. When my drowsiness receded, I started wanting to know why the car was stopped, and why I was offered coffee.
That makes me want coffee too. I just had some though.
Oishi-san, who had been in the driver's seat, had at some point moved to the back. Suddenly, I had a very bad feeling about this. It reminded me of the questioning yesterday at the library.
That was an aggressively American pronunciation? What did they say? What? What did I say, American? What? What did I say? Oh, cafe au lait. How do you say that? I don't know how to say it. How do you say it? Cafe au lait. Lay? Cafe au lait. Cafe au lait. Cafe au lait. Are you soothed? Cafe au lait. Yeah. Cafe only. Cafe only.
It was already too late by the time I'd realized I'd made a mistake. I drank the coffee, the interrogation coffee. I was locked in. Today, of all days, it didn't look like I would be getting away. I had that feeling until Oishi-san heard what he wanted to. He wouldn't be letting me go.
Please, don't get all formal on me. I'm not going to eat you or anything. Mayabara-san.
Oishi-san gulped down the last of his coffee and then stretched wide, showing me how relaxed he was. That, however, only served to heighten my nervousness.
See, I'm just like you. I'm not even bothered right now, Mayabara-san. This is not an interrogation, not at all. I'm just asking as a friend. As a friend, I want to know,
He even makes eating people jokes, exactly like Moji.
What do you need from me?
Need? Oh, no. Nothing really.
I need that coffee, Oishi. Can I have one too?
You're going to evade the question at this point? What a deeply unreadable man.
The steering wheel's on the wrong side. Should be on that side.
Well, I don't need you for anything. I just thought that you might need something from me, Mayabara-san.
I don't need anything.
Oh, I see. Really? Are you sure there's nothing?
There was only one side door in the back seat of the truck.
Huh? Wait, why is there only one door in the back seat? 'Cause it's a police vehicle?
My only exit was blocked off by Oishi-san. I couldn't get away. I could only limply hang my head and maintain my silence. Oishi-san, despite my reticence, relaxed and began smoking a cigarette.
Probably yell. Ow. Wait, how does that work? Oh, I guess a police car. 3 doors are a thing, just not super common. This was in the 80s, is where the game is supposed to be set.
The cries of the insects outside seemed to be growing longer and longer, to an amount of time that almost seemed infinite.
Here, I was sure that you had something you wanted to talk to me about.
Oishi-san exhaled a puff of smoke. The windows were open, but the tobacco smoke still accumulated inside the vehicle.
Gross! Gross, it makes my lungs fill with tar. Every moment I don't give him the info he wants, he gives me another puff of tar to inhale.
How much did Oishi-san know? What did he know? And did he want me to hear? What did he want to hear from me? If finding out the truth made you disappear, then if I told him, would Oishi-san disappear too?
Wouldn't that be nice? What the...
Whoops. Guess if you don't confess, you'll get cancer, Keiichi-kun.
I had a feeling I didn't have to worry about that in his case.
I wonder how this all ended up happening.
Oishi-san addressed me in a low tone as if he was talking to himself. How all this ended up happening? How the hell should I know? That was what I wanted to know.
You know Jiro Tometake-san and Mio Takano-san, right? I know you do because I personally witnessed you with them during the festival, along with Shion Sonozaki-san. Do you know how Tometake-san and Takano-san are doing now? They've actually, they passed away. They met very untimely deaths.
Oishi-san probably played that card in order to surprise me. However, I already knew and didn't display the extreme reaction he expected.
What's this? Did you already know?
Unfortunately, for this question in particular, remaining silent was equivalent to saying yes.
Oh, so then did you also know the reason Tomitake-san and Takano-san were cursed like that? People are saying that, apparently, they went into some forbidden building. The storehouse for ritual implements.
Wait, that was me saying that.
The storehouse for ritual implements. The forbidden shed, sealing away Hinamizawa's blood-stained past. Where the mistake that started it all happened.
Did you hear about the rumors that say the mayor and Rika Furude were cursed because of that too?
That would mean it was mine and Shion's fault. He was right. As soon as we revealed what we did.
What did they call it? A ritual storehouse? They're saying it was bad luck. The lock had been replaced to a simpler one, which made it easier for thieves to get inside.
What? This was news to me.
Until last year, it apparently had these big bars and a huge padlock on it. I mean, you know, ever since the priest and his wife passed away, Rika Furude-san has been managing the place, right? Apparently, she talked to the mayor, saying she wanted them replaced with a lighter, more simple padlock because the bars were too heavy for her.
I didn't know anything about those big bars he was talking about, but the lock had certainly been a simple one. It was a pretty cheap one, too, and it didn't really fit my impression of what a lock for a place you'd store something as important as ritual implements would look like.
Yeah, but it was a tip, I think, on it. Kichi just asked for a lawyer, yeah. Yeah, it was a tip, yeah.
Rika-san is a small girl, after all. The bars were heavy with rust, and they must have caused her a lot of trouble. So the mayor hired a craftsman and replaced the lock with a simple padlock, so she could open it with a key.
So, how does that mean it was bad luck?
Here's what I'm saying. Thieves couldn't get in with an old, tight lock. The mayor and Rika-san replaced it with a cheap lock and key on their own, so thieves broke into it. Apparently, that's how it's going down.
That explanation is a bit...
Letting that slide, certain members of the village delivered punishment upon the thieves who stole into the ritual storehouse, as well as the mayor and Rika-chan who changed the lock. At least those are what the whispers that seem to be going around are saying. Maebara-san, what do you think?
What do I think? I don't really know what you mean by certain members of the village.
Are you familiar with the three families? Representatives from each of them gave short addresses at the Watanagashi Festival's opening ceremony. Didn't you see them?
I came partway through the festival, so I don't really...
The three families are the three oldest families in Hinamizawa. To give actual names, the Himiyoshi family, the Sonozaki family, and the Furude family. They each have quite the lineage, it seems. Long ago, it's said that everything in the village was decided by a council of the three families.
Keiichi already knows that he knows, though. Didn't he? Keiichi already knows that he knows, because he already told him. He already told him. Oishi already said, I had that camera, I saw literally everything. I saw literally everything, Keiichi. Don't play slick with me. I know you were there. I have the camera. Did Keiichi forget that he had the camera with everything on it? That seems pretty important. Doesn't it? Oops. Close.
The Kimiyoshi family. Old man Kimiyoshi, meaning the mayor's family. The Sonozaki family was Mion's. So the Furude family was Rika-chan's family then?
After the war, the Sonozaki family quickly expanded their influence. Practically speaking, after leading the fight against the construction during the dam conflict, they jumped to the top of the hierarchy in Hinamizawa. You see, though, in accordance with the old ways, they still decide important village matters only after consulting with the three families. That's why the leaders of the three families each have their own address at the start of Wataragashi.
Keiichi himbo in the make. He probably forgot her. Yeah. Keiichi probably didn't connect the dots yet. Yeah. A demon-haunted lineage, in fact. Yeah. They would have found a way to break in ways. Anyway, Sperika. Yeah.
In other words, the mayor, the old lady currently in charge of the Sonozaki family, and the last remaining member of the Furude family, Rika-san.
I heard that the Sonozaki family was pretty high up there, so... Rika-chan's family was just as old?
Well, as you're aware, she has no relatives at all. In reality, the Furude family holds pretty much no influence. However, it seems like people gravitate toward Rika-san on a personal level, and I hear that many of the village's elderly have blind faith in her.
It was certainly true that Rika-chan had an odd sort of charisma among the elderly.
She's a cute girl.
So, what are you telling me about all these three family stuff for? Oishi-san paused for emphasis, lighting another cigarette.
I've explained a lot, but I suppose it's still not enough. You're not a very bright boy, are you?
I'm asking because I don't understand. Oishi-san gave me a dry, meaningful grin and blew out another big puff of smoke.
Members of the three families are disappearing one after the other. That's what I'm talking about. I've read that it's based on some of kind of old traditions inherent in Hinamizawa, but I don't know much beyond that.
I don't know anything about it either.
That's why I'm asking. The leaders of the Kimiyoshi and Furude families have disappeared, so maybe the leader of the Sonozaki family will disappear next. Well, that's just a random idea bouncing around in my head at the moment. Just kidding, really.
The leader of the Sonozaki family? Who is it?
The current leader is the old lady at their main house, but it wouldn't be incorrect to say that practically all the rights of leadership have been transferred to their granddaughter, Mion-san.
The vision of Mion giving prompt directions to the adults while searching for Rika-chan sprung back to mind. Mion! She's gonna disappear? I hadn't even thought of that possibility. Oh, my hair stood on end! That's insane!
Nobody wants that, right?
Of course not! We can't allow that! Oishi-san grabbed my shoulders with both hands.
Then help us, Mayabara-san. If there's anything you've noticed about Mion Sonozaki lately, please tell me.
I was going along with him? By the time I realized it was too late. Oishi-san brought his face in closer. Almost close enough to ram into me, waiting for my next words. His breath stunk. This pressure. I can't tear my eyes away from his. This tension in the car, I'm... That moment I heard a beeping sound. It was from the driver's seat. He ignored it at first, but then it started to bother him. So he finally let go of me and leaned into the driver's seat.
Mozu? Ichinika. Now, Keiichi's a little boy.
Have you ever thought about older men, Keiichi?
Yeah. Not my Oishi! Not my Oishi! No.
Hello? Yup, loud and clear.
Oh, I was saved. Of course, it's not like I could escape through this opening.
I see. Yes, alright. Let's head back then. Yes. Okay.
Apparently he was being recalled. Now that I knew I'd been free, the tension in my body dissipated at once.
It looks like I need to get going. We were just getting to the good part, too. That's too bad.
They called the search off. Did they find her corpse?
Oishi-san flung the door open, exited, and walked around to the front to the driver's seat. He left the door open. Did that mean I could leave?
You really care about your friends, Mayabata-san. An admirable trait for a kid to have in this day and age. I totally understand that it feels like you'd be betraying them if you told the police anything. Mayabata-san, it's the middle of the night, so get a good night's sleep, and then think about it. Just a little bit of courage from you might end up being what saves many of your friends in the end.
Did you want to say that the sacrifices wouldn't stop with Mika-chan and Satoko?
You know this already, but every night since Watanagashi, something has happened. In the past, the curse only occurred once per year, but this time, it's been going on for days. What a prosperous year this has been.
I don't think you can call that prosperous!
The night before last night, and now today. There's no proof that something won't happen tomorrow night as well. It's our job to present such things before they happen, but for that, we need your cooperation, Mayabata-san.
I looked out the open door to see none other than my own house right in front of me. It freaked me out that he knew my name and address, but I was too sleepy right now.
Well, he's the police.
I was too eepy to care. I'm a little eepy head.
Well, you're probably very eepy right now, Mayabata-san. It's already 3 in the morning. Please, get yourself a good rest, kitten.
Yes, sir. I'll be going now. When I was about to get out of the truck, as if to deliver a parting blow, Oishi-san said in a raised voice,
I'll be coming by every day until you feel like talking, alright? I don't believe forcing you to confess in the interrogation room is really in fashion these days.
I couldn't say anything in response, but me slamming the door shut probably served the same purpose.
Keiichi-kun, you truly are Hinamizawa's eepiest murder number one suspect witness, yeah. I'm sure he's very intimidated, Keiichi, yeah.
After lightly beeping the horn, Oishi-san's truck drove off. I went to the front door without waving goodbye. The door was locked, but the chain wasn't up. I unlocked the door and entered. Then walked over to the staircase. That was where I lost consciousness.
You passed out? He literally passed. What happened? Oh, the stairs? Yeah. I think I have to wrap it up here for today, though, guys. Well, he was tired. I've never. He's only been up a little bit past his bedtime. Oh my gosh. Too much for him. He's a little baby. Lots of progress today, yeah. The cliffhanger. Keiichi's so weak. Yeah, we'll read the tips next time. I gotta wrap it up. Moses says she could be home any second, and I think she is, based on the stirring of the dogs. So I'll wrap it up here. But, thank you guys. There was only one day that, yeah, he wasn't really up that late. Oh, my day. Thank you, Airi Trauma. Got some really unique voice work this episode. Thank you for blessing our ears, Mozu Banana Slam of Pooh Cherry. Thanks, Airi Trauma. That was really cool of you. I appreciate it, bro. Thank you guys for coming today. I'll see you tomorrow for Riven. We'll continue Riven. Yeah. Continue Riven, sequel to Mist. Hopefully with my model this time. Hopefully my phone will not be dead tomorrow. And, yeah. Enjoy the start of your weekend. Let's go! Let's go! All right. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Have a good one. And I'll see you tomorrow. Oyasumasu. Bye-bye. See you. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye.